Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Let us know if you can hear Gabe. Gabe,
What?
talk.
Talk.
How are our vocal levels? Are we good? Talking, talk, you talk. Duel stream! Do. Hi Jazzy, hi Bev. Sound is good, you can hear us both? Yeah? Really? I'm actually surprised something might have worked on the first try. Whatever. It's literally my thumb. Yes. Hi, Jay-Z Sketch. Welcome. Gabe's is a little quiet. Gabe, talk normal talk.
Normal talk?
Normal talk? Gabe's is still a little quiet.
I mean, it probably will be.
Yeah, I know. But I think it's mainly because you're behind the thinger dang.
We'll just have to yell.
I'm gonna point it more at you.
Alright.
Yeah, he's attack quiet. Alright. Let me see if I can actually... How are you guys? How's your Saturday? Happy Saturday. You're gonna hear our dog chewing on stuff. At least one of our dogs. But, if it gets really gross, tell us. Because I know, like, I even have problems listening to things chew. Like, it drives me insane. So if it bothers you, let us know. Like, right away. We don't want you to be, you know, uncomfortable or anything.
This is gonna give me, like, really, like, angry man vibes. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
you do look very scary. It's actually kind of a nice, like, you're in the underworld and I'm in the overworld, you know?
It's like anime. Like,
It's super anime. You're the villain right now.
or the dad who doesn't pay attention to his son.
Oh my god. That's a bit too real. Sketch, why do you feel unwell? What happened? Don't feel unwell. Not like you can help it, but you know. He's still quiet. He's a teeny bit quieter than the music. Okay. I will turn the music down a bit more. Gabe, can you talk even louder?
Even louder.
How's that? Ooh, okay, Sketch. I'm not saying this is why, but I just found out I have a couple like food allergies, and if your gut gets all bubbly and you feel nauseous and you get fatigued, anything like that, you might be eating something that you're allergic to. For me, it seems to be like dairy products, sadly, because I used to be super into cheese, and now it seems like it's not a thing anymore. But that could be a thing. So maybe see what you're eating a lot of every day and try to scale back on that, because that might be part of it.
I used to have that problem too, because I was eating a bag of Doritos every day.
Gabe used to eat a lot of shit. So
But then
that's
I stopped
his
eating
problem.
a bag of Doritos every day, and
Oh, Pylon, you finished a bunch of stuff. Yes, you have! If Discord has anything to show for it, you've been kicking ass. We're proud of you. How often do your pets steal your things? And does anyone have a trick for that? First of all, do you have a young pet? Is it a youngish pet, like a puppy or a kitten? Secondly, they might be bored or trying to get your attention. So if they're, and if they're young, they might still be trying to find autonomy, which that can take a while, so, but usually it's like an attention thing.
or just put your things away.
Sketch, can you go to the clinic about it? Like, if it's that bad and that reoccurring, that might be, you know, and if it keeps getting worse, it could be life-threatening even.
Could be a tumor.
Gabe, shut up.
It's not a tumor.
So I did, okay, official introduction. Hi, I'm Cloverkin. This is Galvasaur. Today we're going to be doing watercolor storefronts. So I'm going to be doing a fantasy one. Oh, surprise. And he's going to be doing a sci-fi one. We were thinking about switching this time around, and I was like, nah, just for this one, let's stick to our genres. So last week I had done If anybody wants to see how this one was done, this was done on last week's stream. There are a couple things I was unhappy with it, so I'm going to hopefully address those this time around. I don't know if I'm going to ink this one, because this one was inked. This one was straight up inked on stream and all that, so I'm thinking I might just go dark pencils on this one. Gabe's inking though. So, Gabe, do you want to describe what your shop is?
It's a boba shop.
Louder.
A boba shop.
Boba shop.
Boba as in bubble tea.
Bubble
as
tea.
in tasty.
Tasty bubble tea. And sci-fi. What about the stools, Gabe? Go through little pieces that you like, that you put in it.
So the proprietor of this place lives upstairs. It's a really small sort of, it's not really like you can't go inside of it. So you order from the window here. And then at night, these little stool things, they go down.
How
so
neat.
that the
So
street
no one
cleaner,
can sit and rest.
Yeah. We don't want any like
Loiterers.
yeah, we don't want any vagrants hanging out or sleeping on the benches.
Because boba tea is so serious.
Yeah. So yeah, they live up here. This is like a small studio space. This door,
This door.
when you go into this door, it leads into the kitchen, but it also, there's stairs that go up to the little apartment. And then they've got this little like patio area where they hang out. And then there's a Wi-Fi center right here where you can pay for Wi-Fi in case you don't have any. Yeah. And there's a little trash can remote control guy. So trash can robot. And quintessential. Quintessential.
There you go.
Shoes hung up on the telephone line. Have to add those.
That's cute though. I like that. So that's Gabe's little walkthrough. Gabe streams Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central on his channel, which is the Galvasaur name at the very bottom on this side. And then I'm on Saturdays typically at 7 p.m. Central, but depending on how this one goes, I might switch it to 5. And I usually go for about 3 hours. It's usually enough to get something done start to finish. So at least every video you get to see kind of that whole process. So today, our whole thing was, it's kind of my fault really. So last week I got on this little storefront kick. A friend of mine, Alex, a while ago was like, hey, you should do really cute little stores of all these creatures and stuff. That'd be really cute because you're already doing stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I forgot about it for a little bit. And then I saw a cute little storefront of something. I'm like, oh yeah, that thing. And I eventually want to go back to Alex's idea of this like isometric little shop thing. But for right now, it's really easy to do just a straight on view of shops. And I'll show you right now, there's an artist that after I had thought of this, I was like, man, I should really look up how other people are doing this. I literally found a guy, that's all he does for like a series, is just Tokyo storefronts. Even if you type in Tokyo storefronts, you're gonna basically get him. And I've got a couple of his books right now that I wanted to show you guys before we started. And I'm gonna butcher his name. I have watched a ton of his YouTube videos and I will still butcher his name. The weird thing is, the last name he goes by online has urban in the name. Did you know that?
No.
It's really weird. So his name is Mateusz Urban Owicz. He's Polish.
I wonder if that's his actual last name.
I don't know, and I don't know if he says it anywhere, but either way, he's Polish and he lives in Tokyo. And he does a lot of backgrounds for animations and stuff. Let me pull out of this real quick to show you more of it. Oh, that's Gabe's. No, that's mine. There we go. Okay. So this whole book is just full of these. And it's nice because a lot of them talk about his process too. But he just goes around Tokyo. He takes pictures of all of the storefronts that kind of inspire him. You know, like the rust on this one, I love all his color use, his shadows and things like that. So I got super inspired to do something like this in my style. Here's where he really shines. His lighting, his really subtle lighting, and his reflections. Oh my god, I am in love with this. You don't even know. So something else cool that he does that I learned from one of his videos, and I became his patron. Like, in the past week, I've just become obsessed with this guy. Anyway, one of the things he does is, you know, normally with watercolor, you do an all-over color, and then, you know, a nice wash, and then you kind of go in and you detail and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't do that. In terms of, like, this sort of area, he actually would go in and block that in, the color that it is. All their shadows and all these things that aren't a gradient, he just goes right in and does a hard line and then fills it in. Where usually you would do, you know, the color of the building, then you'd go in with another color and, you know, you'd do the shadow work and stuff. He doesn't do that. He just blocks in his shadows, like on their own and in their own color and stuff. It's crazy. But it really makes it so his work never gets muddy. And that also means he really needs to know his colors. Like, he knows his palette like the back of his hand. He knows what colors to use when. So, like, this area is just, oh my god. So I got super inspired tenfold after I saw all of this. So I was already inspired by storefronts, and then I see this, and it just pushes me over the edge. So, like, it's just, oh my god. The thing I love most is his simplicity. He doesn't get overly complex with anything. It's the small things, like the detailing on just the fact that he thought of all of these signs being old and dripping down the side of the building. Stuff like that. And, like, inside these, all his choices in there, so interesting. Like, just how he does stuff. I love watching his videos. Every time I've been on the treadmill this week, I've just been watching his stuff. Like, it's freaking magic. So I highly recommend finding him. It's pretty easy. If you just even type in Mateus and like storefront, you know, you'll find his stuff. I think his forget where his other stuff is here. He always draws himself as a dog. It's really cute. He's got like a dog form. Yeah, I don't think he's got his socials listed in here. But this whole one is like Tokyo storefronts during the day. And then I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he's got a night one, so I immediately ordered that. No regrets. And so this is the night one, because there's something so interesting about how people treat daytime versus nighttime when it comes to watercolor. And I was not disappointed. He's got a couple nighttime rain scenes in here. Oh my god. Like, I flipped out. Try not to get the glare on these. Like, some are during twilight, some are at night. But it's like, you know, you think nighttime and immediately you think just dark and everything has to be dark. It's like, no, you think about cities and how well lit a lot of cities still are. It's just the color palette changes, you know? And his line work and stuff, he'll use a ruler once in a while, but a lot of stuff he freehands. I wouldn't ever want to do this, but look how good he did that. I just like reverse engineering this too. And speaking of that, he actually has an amazing video about how to reverse engineer other people's work to actually make it a study, to learn from it. So good. Okay, this puddle, I had like a 5-minute freak out about this puddle. It's insane. Like, and you look at the strokes, it's not that crazy. He just knows exactly where to put everything. This rain, look at that. Gotta learn to breathe again. Like, it's crazy. Like, look how many colors are in this, and it's still nighttime. Oh my god, you guys. So I'm not the type that likes really rigid architecture. I don't like really straight lines or anything like that, but I am pretty damn captivated by how he does this. I myself don't want to do this sort of thing, but there are things that you can respect about another artist's work and absolutely take from them to apply to your own. His textures in this too are just insane. So what I have taken from him, and this is what he looks like. He's a cute little Polish guy. What I've taken from studying him over the past week is simplicity with colors and strokes and everything, but also just how he does textures and most importantly shadow work. His shadow work just blows my mind, and it's so bold yet simple, and I just love it. So I'm gonna try to kind of take from that just maybe a color or two, how he does it, but obviously in my style. So that's the appropriate way to do a study, right? Is you don't want to take directly, like, I don't want to actually make a city street or anything, and I could, but I feel like that'd be way too close. So I'm doing what I would consider like one of my buildings, and Gabe's technically doing his own thing today. Gabe is more of a seasoned watercolorist than I am, by far. So he's not going to have any trouble. For me though, I'm going to, try to do my best here, because I'm still, this year I decided to get better at watercolor. So far, I think I started again in April, end of April probably. Like I picked it back up, got serious again about it, and so because of that, I've started to just kind of loosely research more and more as I'm going when I can. A lot of you know I'm stupid busy most of the time, but anyway. Oh, that's cool, the sketch. The high elves versus wood elves. So when Gabe's in my realm, like when he came to FairyCon with me, he dressed up like a satyr, and his name is Bover. So we made up this kind of lore thing about him and his background. So that's if he came to my side of things. But it's funny because Gabe, when we had met, he started off very, very sci-fi. He still is very sci-fi, like his robots and stuff. And if you check out his Instagram under his name, you'll see what I mean. But since being with me, he's dipped into fantasy and is starting to lean more and more that way, which is pretty fun. So anyway. Hi Dennis, listening while I'm doing the drive. Oh, that's fine. Drive carefully. Hope you had a good week too. Hi Guts, what's up? The puddle looks like a portal, right? Guy blows my mind. Is there a pig somewhere? Yeah, we call her the Moo. Her name's Bruni. You can see what she looks like on here.
She's not a pig.
She's not a pig.
Disclaimer.
She's not a pig, but she might as well be. She's like if you took a pig and a cow and a dog and you mushed them all together, that's what you get. But she's preoccupied with a chew, so she doesn't whine. Because if anybody knows bulldogs, they whine and they cry and they chitter and they make all these noises that you wouldn't expect a bulldog to make, but she does. So if you do hear crazy noises, you can make up a story in your head that she's probably devouring something terrible. I don't know. Hi Cactus, how are you? Cactus, if you weren't here within the past 5 minutes, you'd probably dig this artist I just went over. I showed off a couple of his art books, and it's kind of the background of what's got us doing what we're doing now. So if after the stream you want to go back and look over that, that's there for you. I don't want to waste any more time though, because I think I wasted enough. Plus, I gotta finish penciling this. We were planning to finalize these off stream, like before we started streaming today, but it's just been crazy busy, so maybe you're lucky you get to see this. I don't know if some people like these versus not, but either way. Yeah, how loud is Bruni's chewing? Is that pretty visceral for you guys? Does it sound like it's in your face? So I'm drawing my shingles how I normally draw shingles. And what you can do when you're drawing things that, like, you draw them the way you draw them, but you can look at how someone else treats them when coloring them and all that. Even if they don't look exactly like yours, you can take some hints. So there is a specific piece that he did that really brought me back to my love of shingles, not the disease. And that is... He does a lot of, obviously, Japanese shingle work because that's a Tokyo storefront thing. But this one, oh, it hit me. So I'm going to take some cues from this, but look at all the colors he's got in here. Like, there's purple here, there's magenta here, there's really orange here, there's some reds in some places. But just with, like, one stroke, he's getting across that dimension to you. And even the fact it dips down and out through his line work about condensing them down. It's so good, you guys. Also, when doing architecture, because I've done a lot of architecture this year so far, I've learned that one of my favorite spots to draw on a building is really underneath the roof, where the roof meets the actual structure. You can do so much fun stuff with that, because it's really like this beam here. I'm going to have this be in shadow. But you've got this beam, and then, like, if you wanted to do some other stuff here, you could, like a different kind of wood or, you know, anything like that. Because this area is just kind of fun, because it's kind of, I see it almost either as, like, the neck area or the headband area for, you know, like if the building was a head. It's like that, so you could kind of decorate it. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, sorry we're not immediately going to coloring, but gotta finish this. And maybe that's interesting to see kind of, you know, where we're going with this. But if anybody has any questions on anything like this, on anything I'm doing or Gabe's doing, our backgrounds, what, you know, we've done in the past, all that kind of crap, feel free to ask. Yeah, you can hear it. Oh no. Hey, Amy! What's up? Amy's here again.
Hello.
Yay! It does. Yeah, she really does sound like a monster. And she literally sleeps underneath our bed at night, and she snores. So it's really cute that we're friends, like, with our monster under the bed. Is she okay? She sounds like she's got a nose problem.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, she's fine. Well, I hope you guys like pig noises then, because that's how she is. There you go, Sketch. Definitely. What kind of buildings do you have in your area? Like, what era? Yeah, she is really loud. Believe me, though, if she wasn't doing what she's doing, she'd just be crying and crying and crying. She's a little attention whore. She really is. She's a good girl, but she loves attention, and that's our fault. She's a spoiled baby. But I guess I'd rather have her spoiled than not. Our other two dogs are just quiet. You wouldn't even know we had them. I mean, unless the other one, like our little boy, oh my god, he is so loud. When he barks, it's crazy. Oh, that's awesome, Sketch. If I were you, man, I would go out every day and at least draw one of those things. That would be so awesome to be surrounded by that. I hate a lot of American architecture. It either bores me or it's gross. I just don't like the design. It's a lot of it that is actually intricate or anything is Roman based, you know, and I don't particularly like Rome. It's not.
Or are you talking about the buildings?
I'm talking about the buildings, like, you know, Roman style of architecture.
Like federal buildings.
Federal buildings I hate, like government buildings that are like, you know, like the White House. Even how the White House looks, like I hate that style. you know, or like plantation. I don't even know what those are called. Just plantation houses.
Like the houses in Alabama.
Yeah, pillars. Oh, oh, I hate it. Like Corinthian pillars and things. I'm not about that. That's not my thing.
I'm a fan of those big houses that have like. Usually, like whoever owns them, like they color them like really bright colors, like teal and like, lilac.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like old houses, like in cities.
Yeah, and
Those are cool.
And they'll have like a corner of the house will be like the round sort of architecture. Like they have their own little, like a silo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest portion of the building.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Oh god, your light is so hot on your face.
Yeah.
Oof. 200 years old? Holy crap. That's crazy.
Oh.
Everybody's nervous about your drawing. Like they'd be freaking out. I think this is a good project for Gabe right now though, because he really needs like a chill down project. Am I right, Gabe, that this is like nice? Yeah. And I mean, for us, this kind of detailing isn't scary. It's more like meditative. Because you're just, especially since he already penciled it, he's just going down and just fleshing out what's already there. So it's kind of mindless, but not at the same time. Like the things you actually get to think about are fun. So when you can treat detail like that, I think it's a lot more fun to do. Would you say so?
I equate it to like building a house. So like the pencil portion was a built house, right? But then when I go in and ink it, that's like I'm decorating the house. So then I really get to like make it my own.
That's a really good way to think of it. And for me, I wanted like a few things that are texture based, but also like over here there's a sign. I wanted to put a couple things that are very storefront-esque, but nothing too much. I wanted to keep it simple, but I wanted to also have a few things that kind of screamed store on their own, right? So, and I didn't want anything to speak too much one way or the other culturally. So there are a few things that, like this lantern and the shingles themselves, and even the shape of the place, look like they could be Asian inspired, like Asian architecture, but I'm trying to misconstrue them a little bit and throw in some other elements that would kind of be confusing in a sense on purpose. Like it could be, but it's not enough so where you're like, yeah, that definitely is. It's like, no. Kind of like Darth Vader's helmet. Where somebody that knows is like, yeah, that's like based on samurai armor. But anybody else is like, that's a neat helmet. that's interesting. Stuff like that. I think that's fun. Kind of allude to things. Sorry about that sketch.
Yeah, that sucks too.
Well, do something fun to kind of, you know, I guess commemorate them, but also to keep your spirits high, because that's what they want, I think, you know? Oh yeah, it's sad when anybody goes. I'm gonna mute for a second just so I can sharpen my pencil. Alright. Oh, Bruni. And I do have a little thumbnail here, just so you guys know. This is kind of the plan I had for it before I started. So I've got just things blocked out, and then I can kind of go in and add some other stuff later. It's just nice to know what I was thinking when I thought of it, because it can be confusing. I think though, Jesus, Bernie, instead of doing 2 windows, I might do 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 1. Like, I wanna make sure it's, like, still pretty simple. And the thing with buildings is you want to make sure you keep it as consistent as possible with certain elements. So if you've got a certain shape to the windows, you can do whatever kind of windows you want in terms of, like, you know, double pane, having two together, one that's a big single bay window, a really little window, anything like that. But the smart thing to do is to continue their edging the same. So if you've got a rounded top to them, continue that, you know. A lot of the time that's a good consistency to keep with it. But same with the doors. You can also reflect that in the doors. Gabe?
Mm-hmm.
Rooney?
Hey, get it out.
Press a reset button.
Hey, come here. Bruni, hey, get it out.
Bruni is in
Talking
board.
movie. You get it?
Oh, thank you, Amy. What pencil am I using? Well, since pencils don't really matter, unless you're a graphite artist, I'm just using a brown Col-Erase. They do well with watercolor. I use it for everything. I think the only time I ever use a graphite anything anymore is if I know I'm going to ink something. So, can you make sure she's okay?
Hey, come here.
Yeah, so Col-Erases are good. There's a few things I have problems with them. The typical colors like red, blue, green, I wouldn't use those exactly unless you do them really lightly because they do not erase well. They really don't. They're waxy and kind of hard. Same with the black Col-Erase and the white Col-Erase. I never use those. I literally only use like the brown, purple, blue. Gabe uses purple and pink. But they're a lot softer than the other ones because, like I said, you can't really erase them. And the white and the black are almost unusable, in my opinion. So instead of using the white and the black Col-Erase, I use white and black Prismacolor Premier, which are very, very soft. You can actually erase a lot of the Prismacolor Premier pencils. They probably don't want to advertise that, but you can. So they say Premier on them, like right here. So these I use like crazy. These are my 3 go-tos if I'm doing any of my portraits or anything like that. I'll do the whole portrait in the brown Col-Erase, and then the white and the black here I'll use very seldom. But these are very soft, so you can basically erase them. But all the other Col-Erases, unless you're using them really lightly, it can be rough. Yeah, try the brown, Amy. The brown, Gabe uses pink and purple. The blue
Burnt
one
sienna.
seems okay. He likes burnt sienna and Tuscan red.
It's Tuscan red, actually.
Yeah, he likes
burnt.
Tuscan red. That's a lot like if you want a darker red that's not as vibrant and you don't quite want a brown, the Tuscan red one is really good. So those erase pretty nicely, but the other ones, it's like, oh. Is Galvasaur inking on tracing paper? No, actually, funny enough, we're both using the same paper.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe it's good we did that.
Mm-hmm.
The lighting's just different. So, Gabe's is probably a little bit brighter than what it is. Mine's pretty close to the color it is. It's Arch's, I think, 300-pound hot press, something like that. But it's nice watercolor paper.
By nice, we mean expensive.
It's expensive.
But it's expensive because it's 100% cotton, which means that your watercolor and the water is going to absorb really nicely, and you're going to be able to play with it a lot nicer than any other kind of paper that you might try to get.
Cactus, that's the exact same for me. I started using this brown for all those pet portraits 4 years ago, and now I can't stop. And the black, just like you said, it's too cold now. And I think I have that problem with a lot of things. But anyway. Alright. I kind of want to put a plant or something up here. I want to put another thing up here. I have a thing for bells, so I might put a little bell up here. But here's the problem. with doing ribbons. I always seem to do ribbons the same way, so I have to make sure if I do them at all, I'm doing them all different. Because I don't want them to exactly look similar. So I'm going to put a little jingle bell in here. I don't think I'm going to put any characters in this like last week. I did want to put in a bird. But I don't know right now if I do want to actually put in. Yeah, I'll put in a bird.
I mean, my page is moving. If that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I am moving around my page.
I keep adjusting the camera, so you are moving the thing. Can you put it in a spot and just kind of even tape it down? Do you have tape near you?
Well, no. The problem is that I have to keep moving my board because I can't draw lines horizontally. But I can draw them, like I can draw them perfectly straight down.
Well, wait, you've got the stream up on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can.
You can see where it is.
Yeah.
Right. She's not already done with that, is she?
No.
Okay. The problem with adding characters into a piece is that they're immediately going to scale it. It's going to make it seem a certain size. So I'm putting this chonky bird in here, but really the bird isn't like indicative of the size of the other characters. The doorway honestly should be. But, you know, you kind of get a sense about it once you start seeing the characters that are in it. So I'm just going to put in this chonky little bird. He's gonna be sleeping. Oh, it is. Yeah, mine. Well, it is and it isn't. So I've got the screen bisected, right? So it probably looks like because his is brighter and moving more than mine is, that his is the one, you know, moving actually over probably.
It's probably also due to the, I think just the quality of the picture, of the video that you're watching. Like the quality is like, you know, if you were standing over me, you wouldn't see any shifting. But it's probably just like the
Oh, Mayfox.
translation.
Thank you for the sub, Mayfox. How have you been? Where are you? Speak up. We miss you. I can't even remember the last time we dual streamed.
Mm-hmm.
Was it one of the...
New Year's.
It was New Year's?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Or was it the Japanese food stream?
No, it was New Year's.
Wow.
I think the food stream was prior to that.
Is that last year already?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You were in the hospital?
Hospital?
Mayfox, what happened? No. Are you okay? Don't say you got COVID. Oh no. God, I hate calling it COVID. I just want to call it Corona. And now my alert box is dumb again. I learned that that's something to do with the actual Streamlabs. It's not even my fault. Funny enough.
What happened?
The alert box stays up too long.
Oh, really?
And that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Mm.
No, I have to literally hide it and unhide it because otherwise it stays up. It's a bug that Streamlabs has right now. Oh, you're still COVID
So
free.
damn bright. Oh, I see.
Your screen?
Never mind. I think I fixed it. I think because I was getting like some like super direct light.
Well, I mean, it might be me too. Like, I can adjust that for you.
No, I think it was my, like I had the
Your lamp?
yeah, I had the diffuser pointed, like it wasn't covering up a part of the lamp that was on my shoulder, so it was just,
a hot spot.
yeah, casting a really strong shadow.
Serenity, are you here? suppose Serenity might accidentally show up at 7 if she's not here yet. Does it really bug you guys that much that it's that bright?
Right.
Like, they keep thinking it's tracing paper.
Mine?
Yeah, and I think it's because it's so bright in comparison to mine. Here, let me see if I can do something with mine.
Wait, I just turned mine down.
No, it didn't do anything.
No?
No. Just turn it back on.
That might actually, I wonder if that helps with my face.
What, turning it off?
Yeah. Nah,
Truth be told, we really kind of throw together these dual streams pretty quickly.
yeah, if you look on my if you look on my stories in Instagram, you'll see the
How janky it is.
yeah. I keep thinking that janky is not it's not a PC word.
Yeah, right?
Like, I don't know why.
I know.
Same with jabroni, but I'm sure jabroni is not a bad word.
Jabroni to me sounds more like an actual like brony term. You know, bronies use.
No. Oh, they might use it, yeah, but
No, I know what it is, but
Okay.
I'm saying, you know, because of
yeah, of the culture.
My Little Pony stuff.
It's funny. We have a friend that's like, he's like one of the artists, one of like the long-standing main artists on the My Little Pony.
Friendship
comic.
is magic.
Yeah, on the comic. So he's
Do you call him a brony?
no,
A
no.
jabroni?
I mean he's got a little girl, so I think
really?
she,
I
you
didn't
know,
know that.
Tony, yeah.
I didn't know Tony.
Oh
had
no,
that.
wait, does he? Maybe I'm thinking of Josh. I know Josh has a little. I thought he had a. Maybe now he does, but maybe not. But either way,
I guess that's a good segue into kind of introducing Gabe's side of things. Do you want to introduce yourself, Gabe? Or do you like it when I introduce
no, you go ahead, because then I don't have to yell.
Okay, that's a good point. So Gabe's been in the comics industry for like 20 some years, is that right?
A little close to 20.
Close to 20. He's worked for Marvel and DC in varying degrees in the past. And his main, I guess, company that he works for is Oni, yeah?
Correct.
You've been working with Oni for 5 years?
Just about, yeah.
I'm not doing so bad here, alright. My background is I have over 10 years in the game industry, and I recently got out of that to start doing my own thing. I still do games on the side, but as some of you may know, it's kind of a poisonous industry that's not very good for you, and it's not very, I don't know, good for your heart, your soul.
As you would have all seen with all this Me Too stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's rampant everywhere, and I think in some degree that's going to be true in any industry. You're going to have those sorts of people around. But, anyway, so I've made like 15 games in my whole whatever. But now I have a Patreon that I adore, and I have so much fun with it every month. I also do pet portraits. It's kind of my main, I guess it's a claim to fame, I don't know. We also usually do conventions, but those have all been canceled this year, so we haven't been doing that, but you can introduce each other. I would like to see Gabe introduce me sometime. I don't think he ever has.
No.
You can't do it now, though, because it'd be cheating. We gotta test your memory sometime. Oh, you made Amy want some bubble tea, Gabe?
Hell yeah.
Tea now.
Maybe we gotta call Silver Lake.
Well, I'm glad you like my fat burb sketch. Thank you. Hopefully more things pop out to be good things on it, but I'm glad you like the bird at least. Yeah, I don't think Serenity's here. Oh, she's gonna be pissed.
Did Mayfox... Did we miss Mayfox's...
Oh yeah, Mayfox, what happened? No, she didn't tell us. You don't have to tell us what happened, May Fox.
She's
but
COVID free.
yeah, but I mean, as long as you're okay, you know.
And hey, if you're not okay, that's still okay.
It's okay to not be okay, but don't be dying and be here. If you need to be somewhere else, like the hospital, please go.
Like if you have a tube in your face and you should be resting,
You should be resting.
I will be angry at you.
Yeah. Oh, they're really not cactus. Like, you get up to it, there's scritchy scratches, like, pretty much everywhere. I mean, I guess they're pretty clean for the most part, but, you know, there's some lines here that are kind of icky. But I guess overall they're alright. From far away, everything looks perfect, right?
Art is meant to be looked at from far.
There you go.
How dare you look up close at my art?
Oh, I love the birds aren't real shirts. Yes.
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's like a whole thing about how birds aren't real.
What?
Yeah, it's convincing, but it's also kind of funny. So I need to figure out some verbiage here because I wanted signs, but I didn't know what they wanted to say yet. Gabe's really good at BSing signage. It's his thing.
Well, I think it's also more. It's easier for me to pull from.
I have to make up a
reality.
language.
Yeah.
I literally have to make up a language. And a doorknob, apparently, because there's no way to get into this place.
Why do you need a doorknob at all? Maybe it's a.
It's a push door?
How about a hinge?
Actually, I've been
Double-sided hinge.
I've been really obsessed lately with doing, I just drew a well. So this is on another piece I'm poking at when I'm not doing anything. And I've got this well here, and it's going to have this porcupine over here. This porcupine's my favorite animal. Anyway, but this well, I was like, I love engineering things. It's one of my favorite things. But like, I was thinking about this well and how, you know, you pull up the rope to get the bucket, right? And I was like, I want a really simple, chunky, but kind of decor-based handle for that. So at the end of the rope, I think some people tie it off on something. Instead, I wanted something that would be a stopper. So here I've got this little wooden loop thing, right, that the rope feeds through. And because a lot of my characters are chonky and they don't have much arm length, they can't really pull very much, right? They're just doing this, kind of like an old lady. So what I've got here is this wooden chunk, right, that they pull on, and it does it that way. So I just like that this can't slip through and down, which you see in a lot of animated things and whatever. So I've just got this huge wooden stopper that I totally dig. So I'm going to do that here for this door where you just kind of pull on the stopper, and on the other side there's a hook. These doors actually exist. I've seen these in medieval movies where you pull on a thing and this hook comes up and down. Actually, I think it's actually in Little House on the Prairie too. I'd seen that once in that show. God, that show was cute.
It's all about the details.
Pigeons are government spies.
I mean, they were at some point.
Y'all nuts.
Let's be honest. I think one of the most important things about doing like any sort of building or room is looking at the details, because a lot of the times people don't even think about what goes into a room. They just throw up blank walls, and they forget that a lot of houses have what is that stuff at the bottom? That
Trim. Trim is easily forgettable when you're making things. Like even here, I could draw some trim in.
And yeah, I mean there are some places, like I know, like apartments. Like if you're in an apartment right now, you probably don't have trim.
You might. It might be a little baseboard type of.
Yeah,
like,
it might be.
Like an inch.
But sometimes, and I know in apartments usually they don't have trim. It just like the carpet goes straight up to that. But then they don't even think about carpet and what the carpet looks like when it goes up against, you know, the
wall.
The wall, or like outlets, phone plugins. Because, you know, phones actually still exist. Grandma still uses a landline.
That's crazy to me.
Or cable hookups.
Why is that?
Vents, like, you know, like central air vents. These are the little things you should be thinking about. On doors, hinges. I know a lot of people don't often draw a hinge when there's like a door that's, or they'll draw a door that's completely closed or completely open. It's like, no, come on.
I'm working on it, Bev. Trying to figure out why it's doing that.
Sometimes a door is not completely open or completely closed.
I don't know why it's doing that.
What's going on?
There's like an auto white balance, but I turned off auto white balance.
It's auto lighting.
Wow, do
Auto
I turn
brightness.
that off?
Huh?
How do I turn that off?
Don't. I have the same
Is that
problem.
what you were talking about that
Yep.
whole time?
Yep.
Yuck!
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't even know how to deal with that then if it's not.
There's no dealing. Because even if
It
you
never
have,
does that on my normal streams. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Even you probably still have a little bit of it going on. You just don't notice it.
Oh my god.
Hey there. Heather, you done?
Is it Bruni?
Yeah, she's at the point where she's just got her tongue sticking out on it.
Oh good. Go night night, Moo. Okay, it seems to be dealing with. Oh, that's so weird. It's like if I get closer over to this side.
It's the sense. It's the it's like the aperture is changing to let in more light, or to let in less light.
I'm covering certain parts of it.
Yeah. Cameras. How do they work?
Cameras. How do you beat them? I discovered light. I make light! Ah!
Makes me wonder if like a DSLR would do the same thing.
Man, I don't even know anymore. We've been through so many cameras. We've done so many things. Nothing works. Everything's broken.
Can you just get it to work properly?
I don't understand. I'm gonna turn off all the lights. What does that do? See, it's still doing the thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's the
You know what happened?
sensor.
Since I hooked up your camera,
Yeah.
it's screwing with my camera. Your camera's a bad influence on my camera. That's what's happening. I can't even deal with this. Well, I guess it doesn't like the paleness of my hand. So if I keep my hand out of the sight, it seems to be okay. So for y'all's sake, I'll keep my pale ass hand out the camera. For this language that I'm making up here, I'm kind of making it reminiscent of our, like, alphabet a bit, but different enough to where it almost looks familiar, but it's not. It's kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of Zelda, like, Hyrulean. It looks like you should be able to read it.
Well, you've already got like one Japanese letter there.
I do? Like a real one?
Yeah, if you just had two little scritches up at the,
Like up there?
in the first letter.
Can anyone speak or read Japanese?
Read.
Did I accidentally write Japanese?
That first letter, if there was two little lines, or here, I guess I'll draw it on this piece of paper. Because that's, I think it's like that. That's a kanji. Then there's like this, or maybe that's backwards and it's like that, and I think that. Some shit like that.
Alright, well here, I'll change it a bit.
But no, it's fine. Because then it's like...
Well, I don't want someone to think I'm actually writing Japanese. Not in this day and age. I don't want somebody calling me out on that.
Is this a Japanese birdhouse?
It's a bird pub. It's a burb pub.
Why does your house say butts?
Actually, if it did say that, I'd be totally okay with that.
You accidentally called it butts.
So when I'm doing this, I'm thinking of R letters and like, oh, I could do a U upside down and then add a thing on top of it, and then, I don't know, draw an L that's got, I don't know, another dot above it that's kind of just mainly an L.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Sketch just did it.
That's like backwards version of it. So at least I'm not like the exact same. Congrats, you wrote in katakana. Yeah, I think mine's backwards though. All the dyslexic people are gonna be mad at me. Dyslexic Japanese writers or readers. What's Chancha doing?
Don't know.
This one, I'm gonna do kind of like a backwards G. But not. The thing with writing is you want it to be kind of simplistic, but also have repetition in it, because that's gonna look correct when you're doing typography from your mind.
Typography.
Birds need more pubs and the universe needs more shake bars. Oh, Serenity, you're here.
Hey.
Were you here when I asked if you were here, or are you here now? Or are you not here yet? And you're a figment of my imagination in the chat and no one else sees you. Also very, very potential. Very potential. Yeah, if I accidentally do another Japanese character, shout it out. Let me know. I might be a prophet or something. I don't know. Maybe the elf ears do more than I think they do. And then sometimes I like to add in one of our actual punctuation so it looks intentional. I don't know. I dropped in a few minutes ago. My painkillers just don't want to work today, and the headache isn't fading. No, Serenity. No. I'm sure you've tried napping already, then, huh? Oh, Cactus. All right. Thanks for dropping in. Anyway, it was good to see you. We miss ya. Megan, I want bubble tea so much. Man, suck it to my face. I always want bubble tea, right? What's your favorite bubble tea? Tell us. What's your favorite? Gabe likes mango. I don't know if I have a favorite. I usually gravitate towards the green tea latte ones or the coffee bobas. Baby. Coffee boba. Oh, it's a heat headache. Oh, Serenity. Have you tried a like lukewarm shower? Sketch, you've never had it? Oh my god. You should figure out if you've got any in your area.
I'm not trying to get angry, but where the hell do you live?
They said in Europe somewhere.
Okay, never mind. I guess if you lived in like the south, they probably don't have boba.
Southern Europe?
Oh, but you're poor. Oh no. Should go trade them. You're like, hey, I drew this building.
Oh, yo, taro's good too. I like taro. That one's hard to find though. At least for us. Northeast England, it said.
Oh.
Really, Serenity? Interesting. That's crazy. I think I feel like we're spoiled now. I feel like a dick. But I guess it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's a. I don't know. Oh, Americans. How you doing, Bruni? Is she throwing up?
Bernie. Ugh.
Did she? Oh, God.
Bernie.
Bruni overdid it, honey.
Damn it. Alright? Give me some water.
You get your fill, Moo? So as with everything we do usually on stream, I don't know about Gabe's, but mine is definitely able to be purchased. If you end up liking it, let me know. I will tell you how much it is, and you can technically buy it on stream off of us to make it easy. Otherwise, it will go in my shop. Alright, I'm going to clean it up a bit, and then I think I'm going to start watercoloring. I think I'm far enough along for it.
I feel like I'm going to start trading people art for things.
No, dude, we totally need money. I'm going to be that guy right now and be like, nah, we need money. Unless, like, you're trading your toys that you make, that's different. But, like, art, you know...
Sometimes I'm going to trade things for it.
It depends. I mean, you'd probably have to initiate and be like, hey, can I trade you for this? Something. Right. I don't know. Like, it depends on if you even like their art, though, Gabe.
No. I mean, if you have this item, I'll trade you.
Oh, like if they had like a...
You got an old PS4? I'll trade you.
Oh! Oh, I thought you meant trading art for art.
Nah.
Yeah, that's fine. You got an old PS4 that works? We'll take it. Sure. Sure. And, you know, because this is fantasy, and a lot of fantasy artists tend to not give a rip, and right now I don't either. These windows make 0 sense in terms of, hey, I'm made out of a branch that's shaped exactly like the window. Do I occur in real life? No, that's okay. This is fantasy. Do whatever the f you want. Because why not? And I'm going to do some additional details on these so you know when it's facing forward, because I think that looks cool and it adds a nice little dimensional aspect. It's these little details that I like. You don't have to overly detail a piece, but with the detail you do add, you want it to be meaningful. I think that's more important than anything when it comes to, you know, detailing a piece. You want to dial detail. You don't want everything to be detailed, because it's just going to end up being a mess that no one can read, you know? And when I say read, I mean like visually look at. You know what I'm saying?
Oops.
You're fine. You're fine. Because your top part is a lot more detailed than the bottom.
Well, it's also like...
Like if the bottom, like that ice cream stand look,
yeah.
You know, if that was like as detailed as the top, it'd look like crap.
Yeah, but it's also like, you gotta, yeah, like I'm leaving areas to breathe, so like, you know, in between like this, what's it called, like, in between like the blinds and this little window here, like, I could fill in all that stuff with some like spackle, like ink, but I'm not gonna do that because then it's too much.
I think you would want to use that sparingly to show a certain texture.
Exactly.
You don't want to use it too much, because then it's just going to look like the whole place is gritty bullshit. And unless you're doing, like, I don't know, concept art for a movie that's got that or something, it's not really necessary.
Did you cook the peas?
Yeah, remember?
Okay.
I have it so you can just really... Don't do that now.
It's already 6.
That's okay. Wait till they get rowdy. She just laid down. Take advantage of it. Right, Serenity? Right? Or maybe this shop belongs to a mage that, you know, shaped every window to have the exact, you know, branches it wanted. It's got its own story, right? That's the whole purpose. Thank you, ZD. Thanks, Dev. So Gabe here, I think, do I still have your hotkey? I sure do. Heck yeah. So those are all Gabe's things. Gabe's on the right of the screen, which is funny because he's a lefty. Whatever. Anyway. Excellent last time. Somehow was no puppy. people here in South Only know one place that's so. Oh, that's crazy, Serenity. One art for 20 potato skins.
Yes.
Oh, Pylon. Thunder. It stormed yesterday for a few hours, but that's like all we've had in a couple weeks, and it's just, ugh. I want more. It's so bad. I feel like the weather is bad everywhere here. Just everywhere in the world right now. I feel like nobody's happy. There you go, Serenity. You get it. Bruni, go night. What is she doing? Alright, so I'm gonna start coloring here in a second. The whole thing with doing watercolor like this too is you'll probably have to go over it again later if you're using a pencil like I am, which is fine. It's whatever. Bruni, go night. Is she just leaning on you?
No. Sniffing around. Laying down, I guess.
I'm gonna put a little bird silhouette on this lantern. Heck man, I'm all about the fact that this might be the owner of the store. Can we go with that? That's the lore now. This is the store owner. Yep. It's canon. So anybody that comes in here, it's just, they don't even know that's the store owner. Alright, and this door, I don't know what I want it to be made out of. At the end I go over all the stuff that I've put in and make sure that I have things that make sense and all my textures are decided. I like to know that all my textures are decided. So this will probably be a stucco sort of thing. So I'm gonna add some dotting to it just to further push that idea. Little rocks here and there. It's good before you even add color sometimes to make sure that it's obvious what, you know, the building is or what a texture is. You can do a lot with color, but personally it's my, you know, my choice on this one. So I like knowing what it is before I even add color. Just in case. And Serenity, the whole reason I'm doing these scalloped drapes and everything is because that reference picture you gave me last week with that one booth that had that scalloped thing. I love that. So I forgot to add the wood here. How's yours going, Gabe?
Good.
What part are you at?
Slow yanking.
As the Beaver's place was? Yeah, the Beaver's place here. I don't even know if it's his place. If it is, he's getting drunk on his own supply, but Pip's pub. Whoever Pip is. Maybe this is Pip! Maybe it's this drunk mouse that had a thimble full of booze here. Maybe this is his place. And this one is the bird. I'm digging this theme now. Oh, am I? Yeah, Gabe has a lot of detail. What's funny is once he actually adds the watercolor, it'll probably be done in 2 seconds. Like, Gabe has a thing where he does a lot of detail, but his color work just goes super quick. Look, Serenity! Taking a progress shot. Ayy.
Good idea.
Yeah, when you're ready. I'll try to remind you. And if I don't, Serenity will.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a bunch of people reminding you. Okay. I'm still deciding what I want these shingles to be in terms of... I think they're gonna be ceramic, actually. I would like that. So, I'm gonna make them probably a certain color then. Oh, and I gotta put something on the sign. Can I touch Galvasaur's hair? I'd very much like to. I can tell you, it's as fun as it looks. He has very nice, wavy black hair. It's the best shade of black hair, too. Like, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's like the brown black, too, where it looks like supernatural. And it is natural. He's pure Mexican, man.
Maybe I'm born with it.
He's born with it. Doing a storefront alongside. Yeah! If anybody ever does, like, whatever we're doing on stream alongside us, please put it in the Discord. We would love to see what you make along with us. Even if it's unrelated, if you just want to share what you did during the stream, please do. I think that'd be a great starting point for, like, just conversation in Discord and just getting your work out there. And it, you know, it tells people, hey, I did it during the stream, so it's not like I put in a ton of effort, maybe, or whatever. So it's super, like, you know, lax. Don't worry about it. Yes, it is springy. He has very springy hair. I would say springy.
Spring.
I don't know. Springy sounds a little too excited. Yours is more of a spring.
It's because it's warm out, so it's very, like...
It gets frizzy. But
yeah.
I mean, like, mine right now is just... It's a mess. It's like hay for mine. It's not good. I didn't even style mine today. I took a shower and this is it. I didn't even style it for you. I'm so sorry. But at the same time, I don't care because I don't want it. I don't want to do anything. I'm an elf, so I can do this. It's supposed to be perfect, though, I guess. But I'm kind of a ratchet elf, if I have to say. I think that's a good way to describe me. I'm a ratchet elf. I'm not like a high elf. I'm like low-tier wood elf. You know, not middle class even. Nah. Yeah, there you go, Sketch. Yeah, I know. I got split ends like crazy, but I'm not going to cut them myself. I'm just going to grow the crap out of it. It's already down to my butt. And I really just, I don't care. I don't care. I want it to keep going. I've been wanting to grow it out, so it's like, oh, we're going to be quarantined for a while? Cool. Let's do it. Do it, Sketch. Do it, do it. Okay. Oh, I was gonna draw on the frickin' sign. Guys, you gotta tell me. Okay. I'm gonna put the bird. And then, like, it's good to kind of mix iconography and typography when you can on a piece. So up here I've got, you know, I could have added more of a picture here, but I figure him being here, the bird, kind of addresses that. And then I've got a bird here. So right here, since it's like text bird, I'm going to put text and bird here. So, like, maybe I'll have him, like, caw, and then right here, like, singing, come to my pub. Oh, it's going to look like the Twitter logo. Whatever. Oh. I don't even want to add feet. But, so I can do that and then add something that already looks like one of the letters I've established at the top. So it's like, oh, okay, so that's probably saying something. See, the whole thing with making junk up is typically to just be consistent, and you can kind of lie your way through it. You know? Oh man, it's got a bulbous back of its head. See, she fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I had a couple rocks here that I've forgotten. I can do a bunch of this later too, but... And the door, what was the door gonna be? I think the door is just gonna be crappy wood. Not the curly nice wood, but just kind of crappy, shoddy wood. I'd say a lot of the time, if you want to convince people something looks legit, just add repetition. You know, it makes it seem more real or more convincing whenever you do it. If you don't know what I mean, you know, feel free to ask, but I think it does help. Alright. I'm going to take another progress pick because I changed so much. Do you like to draw taller stores compared to wider ones? I'm going to be completely honest about that. The reason I've been doing taller stores lately is just because it fits the screen for streaming well. And sometimes it's nice to have just a simple guideline to, you know, kind of carry your creativity, I guess. Because, you know, if you do whatever you want, sometimes that makes it so it's kind of all over the place. I like wide ones just fine, but I feel like if I did a wide one, it would say motel. You know what I mean? Gabe, would you think that? Like if you did a wide storefront?
Oh, like it's a...
I think I'd do a square one, but I don't think I'd do a long one.
like a really wide one?
Yeah.
That would have to be like a... I think for you it would have to be like a stable. Like a
something
place where
like
you
that.
rent
Yeah.
horses,
Yeah, it would have to be kind of... I don't know.
Like why else would somebody have a really wide... I
Basically.
guess a bar maybe? Or an inn.
Yeah, it makes it... Even though every time you see an inn in anything that's medieval, it's always vertical.
Yeah, it's like two stores. It's like, what?
Yeah. Well, they don't have much space in town, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they always do it like that, but that is weird. Yeah, because I would immediately think... I don't know, I just like tall things and I like chunky things. So I think just doing a long one, it just... I don't know. I probably could. I would, if I did, I would put something probably epic on top of it, like a giant sign or like a statue or something, you know? That's true, Thev. Thev, you leaving? I'm gonna put more teal in this one. Oh, night, Thev. Thanks for coming.
Easy, bud.
I'm also using a different brush than normal, so we'll see how this goes. I'm using good paper and good brushes now, so I've upped my own ante, so to speak. It's a little not the right color. It's a bit better. Your brain's in pain? I'm sorry. That's a different one. No, this is more of a teal Serenity. Believe me, if I start using that blue, you're gonna know. Promise. I'm gonna do teal shingles too. But I'm gonna do one shingle a different color. Just to drive someone in the world crazy. Potentially myself, but, you know. I think that would be a really cute little, I don't know. It's like they had to replace one, but they didn't have the same shingles in the back room. So they just had to make one. And it's gonna be this guy. So I don't want it on one of the edges, and I don't want it right in the middle. Way to go! Yeah. You alright?
Yep.
Are you gonna take a process pick?
I did.
Oh, good. So Gabe's ready to rock. That's exactly what I said, yeah. Weird. They either ran out or one broke and they had to replace it. Hey, Chef, how are you? How you been? This is also kind of the Twitter color, so I gotta be careful. As long as I don't make the bird this color, I think I'll be okay. Let's make it a cardinal. Or at least just a red bird. We don't have to call out what kind of bird. That's weird. That person was nice. And then they turned out to be a troll. That's no good. Gabe, we had a troll.
Did we?
Yeah.
Right.
They started in the stream saying, I love your art, and then they just randomly said, show me your ass. It's like, why would you even, like, they hung out that long before they asked that? That's more what I'm like, really? Okay. Took you a bit. That must have been hard to wait that long to say that. Being a troll and all. Plus, I'm not wearing the most flattering pants, so it's not like showing you my butt would do anything. Damn, that is definitely... Wow. I think I'll carry the teal through... Oh, no. No, I'm gonna make this, I think, red. I do love my birds dripped in the blood of my enemies. It's good. How you think it's going, Chev? You think it's going alright? You enjoying school at least? I know it's probably stressful, but are you enjoying it? If anybody wants to know kind of why we're doing these, at the beginning of the stream I explained it, and then I kind of showed a artist who was kind of like an afterthought inspiration, which is a weird thing to say, but it's like I thought of these and doing these, and then afterwards I had been looking for other people that did them, and I found one, and so like he retroactively became kind of an influence, I guess. Weirdly enough. It's weird to explain it like that. That's good, Chev. I'm happy to hear that. Isn't that a good feeling? I feel like for some people it takes a while to get there, but once you do, it's a really good feeling. I totally get watercolor brushes now. They can hold so much pigment and water compared to other brushes. What do you need, Gabe? You look like you're looking for something.
No.
Oh, really, Serenity? I think that's charming. Do you like it? Do you think your bathroom looks cute because of it? I don't know, I think that's really cute. I mean, it could be annoying too, I guess, if you really want that uniformity, but I don't know. I think that's a story. That's a cute little side thing, I guess. Oh, good. She's hunkering down. I need to decide on what the color of the wood's gonna be. Weird at best, and they all have a different color. I think that's cute. Don't worry, I'm focusing mine better. I think it's not focused enough. Let's see. I need to look at. Let's do more of a. Alright, I'm not using the exact one, Serenity, but kind of one like it, I think. The blue. Except I'm gonna water it down a good bit. I think it needs a little bit of teal. I also have an off-screen swatch thing I'm using to make sure I'm getting kind of the colors I want before I put it on the paper. It's usually a smart idea. Usually. See, I don't want that to be green though. That's a bit better. Okay, let's go with this. Gabe had given me some good criticism on my last piece, saying it was a bit too much the same in terms of colors. So I'm trying harder this time to vary my hots and colds a lot more. That was basically your complaint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good criticism. It's good. Solid. I honestly didn't even know what he meant till he kind of pointed it out. But I think it's because I was kind of mentally checked out the last stream. I wasn't paying attention to, you know, what I really was doing in a lot of ways. So that's why it's good to have a second eye. Oh, night sketch. Take care of yourself. Oh, Chef says Piplo has been bringing me such joy.
Thank you.
Oh, you can do it, Chev. We're totally dueling, Wade. How are you?
Hello.
I think Gabe's winning, but that's just because he's got the detail side of things. He's the crowd favorite. Like, whatever. Screw that guy. Gabe, if you ever want to blurt out what you're doing, and I'm not talking, go for it.
No.
No.
I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Doesn't know what he's doing. That's fair.
I don't know what I want to be doing, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Serenity loves that bright pink, Gabe.
Thank you. I was gonna say if you guys haven't followed
Way to cuff.
Yeah, you guys should check
Make
out
sure to
Wade.
follow our buddy Wade in the chat there.
'Cause
He does some bang up work, y'all. Real good stuff. All the time.
streams. Yeah, he streams I don't want to say he doesn't stream a lot, but he streams frequently, and he's always fun to watch. He talks about what he's doing while he's doing it, so.
Which is always a plus.
Yeah, so.
Because learning.
Does a lot of digital painting, so good person to learn from.
The best person to learn from. Wade's the guy, you guys. He's the guy. You've been waiting for the guy, Wade's the guy. Are you the goddess? Were you just gonna do that?
No. But he's also been doing streaming on Behance recently, so that's really cool. I guess Behance is trying to start their own little streaming platform.
I'm sure they'll do better than Mixer did.
Mm-hmm.
LOL, too soon?
Mm-hmm.
A yummy cupcake? Aww. Thank you, Mayfox. I'll take that. Oh man, cupcakes. You said a bad word. So hard to see around the watercolor glare sometimes. Gabe, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you just supposed to move your head around it?
Yep. Basically. Yeah, you gotta wait for it to dry, but then sometimes you can't wait for it to dry because.
You need to change shit.
Yep.
I get it. Shit, that's really dark. What was that?
Water?
Oh,
Like a bloop?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it your cup?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That threw me for a loop. A little bit. Sounded like that fake noise people can make with their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I was always jealous of people who could do that.
Yeah, me too. They just flick their side of their mouth.
Yeah.
Like, man, screw you.
So they would do that, like, in school.
Yeah, in class.
Yeah.
Be like, Jeremy, damn it. Hate you, dude. What? You can't do it? Fuck you, man. Yeah, the water drops down. You know what we're talking about? Those kids that could do it? Or maybe you're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of those people. God, I could just picture him doing it on the other side. Oh, you mean this noise? Forget you, Wade! Ah, he's so guilty. Oh no, called it. You're that guy. We can't be friends anymore, Wade.
I tried to learn it at some point, but then I just sort of give up, you know?
It's like girls at the machine gun noise. Man, I'm so mad. We can never do that, and I don't know what the deal is.
Machine gun noise?
Yeah, there's a machine gun noise guys can make with their mouths. I feel like it's a total, like, guy versus girl thing. Like,
I imagine you could probably do it.
I've tried, man.
Like,
Can't.
like,
Oh
yeah.
man, you can't do it, can you?
No, I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out without spitting everywhere which one you're talking about. like that.
Well, yeah, but it's not just a brrr. It's like a. It sounds legit.
Mm.
If I could do it, I would. The finger whistle, I can't do that either. I can whistle with my 2 giant rodent-like teeth. I go.
No.
Yeah, it drives the dog nuts though. But I can do it with my teeth. Can't do it with my fingers. It's weird. No. Don't do it. No. Really, Megan? Oh, you're the. Have you guys seen the Peppa Pig? No, type in Peppa Pig whistle, and watch the clip. Cause her little asshole friend is like, "What? You can't whistle?" And she's like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du-du." And then Peppa's just got this look on her face, like, "You bitch, like you're rubbing that in right now." It's really funny. Anyway, Peppa Pig, keeping it real. I want to just sit down and watch that show. Do you remember Maisie?
Mm-mm.
No? It's like this mouse that always just seemed drunk.
No.
Yeah, I'll have to show you. It was funny. It's a good show, but it was another kid's show. But yeah, the mouse just always looked hammered. All right. Not bad. All right, let's do our wood here. That's a giant chunk of the piece.
Get that wood cake.
Let me know if you guys look up that clip. I think it's hilarious. I'm a jerk, but I think it's hilarious. I actually think I am going to do this one shingle red. I think it's actually a good branding thing for this bird. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. I've already developed a brand for this bird. Inadvertently. You're welcome, May Fox. Feel better, okay? Whatever happened, you be good. You know, just whistle. Like, yeah, okay, thank you. You put your lips together and blow. Oh, it's that easy. I agree. I love the spots Gabe leaves too. It's good.
What?
Oh, people who can't snap their fingers? Yeah, I could see that. It's crazy how, Gabe's so bold with, his line art, his colors, everything, and mine's so much softer. It looks like I really don't know what I'm doing. It makes me look bad. But I get it. It's a style thing, but dual streaming with Gabe is,
But see, the thing is that, even if I leave those out, and then if I feel like I shouldn't have left it out, I can go back in, and then I just end up darkening up.
Are you talking about the white spots?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then, I can fill that in with, generally the same color, and then but then I just apply it over the entire area.
And that just darkens it?
Yeah, so it acts as a multiply layer.
So it's almost like you do that to see if you like it, and then if you don't, you change it?
Yeah, I mean, that way it's yes. Yeah.
All right.
Correct.
So Gabe's process also was that you digitally sketched it, printed it out, and then inked it traditionally?
Correct.
Which a lot of people do. It's a good way to take note of all your little process bits. You can't scream Serenity? Do you just sit there and oh! You just, oh! Instead of just screeching? Or roll your tongue. Oh yeah, I can do it. or the brrr, that roll. You know the people who can do the little clover with their tongue? What's up with that? That's crazy. We had a kid in school, in middle school, that did the eyelid thing.
Ooh.
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Ugh. I feel like, Grayson, stop it. He'd be
Grayson?
doing it, yeah, in the middle of
Wow.
class. Grayson, no.
Hell of a name.
Grayson Baker. Yeah. He told me in kindergarten he was gonna marry me. He didn't. You can't do the clover either. I don't know anyone who can unless they have a big paddle tongue. Oh, that's weird, Serenity. I can smile sometimes. I'm with you, Megan. I'm with you. I feel you. I can't do anything really crazy with my face. Like, in terms of visually, I just like to say my face looks just crazy anyway. I get that crazy eye. That's something, right? Get that lady crazy eye going on. Well, if nothing else, I'm happy with these bushes. But if the bushes turn out to be the best thing about the piece, I'm in trouble! I can't sneeze right. That's something I can't do. I don't fully sneeze. I never can. I always like hold it. You know, the like, I can't fully sneeze. It's like blue balling your nose. Like, I can't finish a sneeze. It's weird. Oh, weird, Pylon. Hey. You ever had a friend who could pulse their eyeballs? Like, you say vibrate or pupils. Maybe that's the same thing, but like, where they... No, I know what you're talking about, where they go left and right really quick. Have you ever known somebody, though, that can actually bulge their eyeballs out? Kind of like a rat?
Cancelled.
Canceled.
Unfriended, banned.
Get out. Alright, I'm gonna do an actual wood color this time. I don't usually do that, but I'm gonna do that. Usually I just go yellow. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's basically it. For any of my devoted dandelions that are waiting for their ATCs, I'm sorry they're kind of late. They're going out on Monday, I promise. I know it's like the ass end of June, but better late than never, right? Right? I mean, of course they'll go out. There's no never. They will go out. It's just, it's been a month, kids. Let me tell you.
It is really weird how much has happened this month.
Right? This month feels like it was 3 months long.
Yeah.
Can I get an amen? Really? Ugh. Shit. Gabe, what's been your favorite thing to happen this month? Finishing your issue?
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of like a blah answer.
I'm not sure.
I'm daubing it a bit to get some texture in here. And in the places I overdid it, but I don't know, I'm kind of happy with this. You get to sculpt this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
And you release Banana Knot.
yeah, technically finished sculpting the Beetle Boy, I guess.
Beetle Boy. Beetle Boy. Liquid watercolor. Have you tried liquid watercolor, Gabe?
Yeah, I don't
I
don't
feel
like it for-
lazy if I tried that, I think.
no, I just don't like it because it's like
Is it fully opaque?
it's just I almost feel like it's a waste of money
Why?
because you get a little bottle of it and then I don't know, it just feels like a waste. Like I know it's somewhat concentrated, but for the amount that you're paying,
Like you feel like you could mix it yourself or something?
yeah, like you could just have your own. You could just buy watercolor paint for almost the same price, and then just add your own water.
But is it watered down? Like, is this a 2% milk versus skim milk scenario?
No, I think this is I think this is like a buying a cow versus buying a gallon of milk.
See.
At least like I've gotten like the PH Martins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's weird.
And it's literally just a bottle of water liquid.
But is that the ink though?
No, it's like watercolor, like liquid watercolor. And it just feels like you could literally just make your own. I mean, and I don't know. I guess it's probably easier to carry around.
Is it though than a cake?
No, sorry, not carry around, but it's probably easier to
use.
Like you just pour out what you need instead of pouring out the watercolor and then having to like if you don't do what I do where you have a little palette, like if you don't have this going on where you have palettes full of watercolor and just squeezing out watercolor and letting it dry on a palette and then throwing out that palette, and I can see how that's annoying. I don't know. I just don't see any point to it, I guess. Honestly.
That answer your question, Serenity? Have you tried it, Serenity?
Like I've had I bought a few bottles of it. Like I bought a burnt sienna because I knew I constantly use burnt sienna, and a cobalt, not cobalt. There's like a ultramarine because I was constantly using ultramarine, and I knew it was like I should probably get these colors if I'm just gonna keep going through. Like my burnt sienna is like right here, and that's one of the colors that I use the most. So I was like, well, if I just get a liquid bottle, I could just pour that out and not have to mix it. But then I realized that I was going through it way too fast, and it doesn't have the same like granulation. Yeah, it doesn't
like texture.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same texture. It's just that like watercolor is it's made from the dirt of the earth, and when you remove when it
you're getting there, just keep going.
When it's like way too watered down, then it sort of loses that granular feeling, whereas if you do pour it straight out of the tube, you still get some of that chunkiness. I don't know, it's weird.
Gum arabic though is used in all the watercolors.
Yeah.
She's saying that the liquid's used with that, but so are the cakes.
Yeah, the gum arabic is actually used.
That's
to keep,
gouache, right?
No, it's used to keep the watercolor from drying. So it in a tube of watercolor, it'll have a bunch of gum arabic in there so that it keeps it from going dry in the tube. And you can actually you can buy gum arabic, and like if you're working on a piece.
Oh, we have some over there.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, yeah.
It's at your desk.
Yeah, yeah. So you actually use it. You can buy it, and you can use it. You can pour out some or you can pour out your watercolor on your palette, and you can get some gum arabic and add to it, so it dries up less quickly. I know that's how some people use it. But in order to use it with the liquid watercolor, I don't see how that would help.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I know me, and I know how I work, and I'd probably just dump that shit onto something and it'd be gone in a day. Like, I would not be able to hold back, I guess, with that. I'd be really bad at it. I'd be like, well, I need more, and then just dump it. It'd probably be how I use, like, bottled ink. I would just pour it out, and I'd be like, well, shit, I used too much. There goes my whole thing. Whoops.
Yeah, I think it's also like, I don't know, if I make like a color, like I had turquoise here, or actually I had this yellow in here, and then I added this orange to like, darken up that yellow, which is, ended up going into this umbrella, and then I just started bringing over some of this turquoise in there to cool down that yellow.
Telling it
for
to
this
chill.
for that wall. So it's like if I was using that stuff, that liquid watercolor, I'd have to keep going back in there and grabbing more, and I don't know, it seems like for me to have to open up a bottle, use the eyedropper, because I feel like that a lot of them are they have a little eyedropper screw on cap. For me to have to open that up when I need more, and then pour it whatever area, it feels faster for me to just go back into my palette and dip my brush into the palette. And I feel like a lot of people that do end up using those colors it's for two reasons. One, the professional person is using it because they don't want to have to keep mixing a color, which is understandable.
You might need to speak up a little more.
The professional person has to uses it because they want to, they don't want to spend time mixing a color. And then there's like the professional who doesn't actually know what they're doing and uses it because they
think it's,
it's like, this is the product, this is the thing, I'm gonna get this. And there's actually a lot of people that I know personally that they've got a lot of love in the watercolor community, but when it boils down to it, they don't actually, or at least I'm judging them by what they constantly produce, and their knowledge of watercolor is very limited.
Isn't that weird how sometimes some artists can make an effect people like, and it's the simplest thing?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even matter that it's a technical skill or anything, but because it's either flashy or something people enjoy, it doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, technical skill doesn't even apply. That's always been really interesting to me.
It's music. It's exactly like music.
That's a good point.
So you can't actually sing, but we've got these specific notes that if you just sing them, if you can just sing these notes correctly and just do it once or twice, and then we'll just loop it and we'll record you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about autotune. They don't even need to
Or
sing
autotune,
it.
yeah.
I was gonna say. I was like, you got a pretty face. You ever thought about singing? Oh, I can't sing. It's okay. We've got that. We've got that covered.
You just won't be doing any live shows, that's all.
I actually have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. A burb. Gabe will entertain you.
But yeah, I'm assuming that those watercolor inks have like a whole buttload of gum Arabic in it. Like a lot. For them to like stay liquid, it's probably got lots of gum Arabic. Too much water. Yeah, there you go, Serenity. Yeah, just color in one spot of color. A really big, covering a big spot, yeah. Especially to keep things consistent, it's really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the big ones or the liquid ones are more for if you need to block in a bunch of color or something.
Yeah, I mean that's basically why I had the burnt sienna.
Yeah. Like without needing to mix.
Yeah, use a lot of water to make. Yeah. Because that would get annoying when I would have to just, take my palette and then just have to make a big pool of burnt sienna so that I can use it. Super annoying. But then I would have to carry around those glass bottles. That sucked. That sucked a lot more.
Serenity, your Journey June story, it's been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Are you proud of it, and do you plan to do more with it? God, my shop looks like crap right now, but that's because a lot of the lines are missing. Gabe, what's your favorite color from your watercolor palette? Thanks, Alexander Davenport. How are you?
Hey. Probably I think it's phthalo blue.
Phthalo with the P?
It's like a really desaturated blue, but it really helps to like tone things down sometimes. So I don't know, it's always got my back.
Oh, Pylon, I like it. Very slice of life. I like all your details with it too. Little character elements that tell you more about the place.
What are we doing?
You should put some birds on that left line. The electricity line, just put a couple just blurbs of burb, you know? I think that'd be cool. You should, Serenity.
That's cool.
It'd be, I could totally see it being like monochromatic with like maybe a pop of color here and there, maybe just for the crowns. I think that'd be really cool. Real cool. Something I'm still not used to with watercolor that I gotta get used to is the fact it's very similar to markers. When it goes on, it's darker, and then it dries lighter. The problem is, you know, marker, you learn it once and you're basically good. The problem with watercolor is depending on how much water versus pigment you're using, it could be different every time. So it's really hard to get that prediction down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've struggled with the whole time I've been basically doing it. You know, it's rough. Yeah, throw a couple birds in there. It'll literally liven it up. I think you're doing awesome on that. God, I have to keep my hand off of from below the camera because it's just blowing everything out. Which is so weird. It never does this on my normal stream. It's just, I swear to God, it's your camera. Oh, you totally should. I think an audiobook of the JJ story is a great idea. That'd be really cool. And then we can pimp it on the site. So other people see it and know it's an option and can buy it from you. I also very much need to practice my patience when it comes to watercolor. I'm still having trouble with that. But that I think will come in time. I need to be patient about being patient, essentially. It's weird that I've learned a lot of people operate this way too, where we can be very patient with certain things, but other things not so much. Are any of you guys like that? Gabe, I think you're kind of like that.
What was it?
Like, depending on what it is, your patience level will change.
Yeah.
Can you see Butters? Is she okay?
Can't see her, but I think so.
Yeah, she's laying down. Right? Pylon, I am so with you. I feel like no matter how rendered I make something in pencil or graphite, I just would never call it done. It just would never feel done to me. Pencil to me feels like such a work in progress tool that I don't know, I would have a lot of trouble with that. I have a lot of respect for graphite artists being able to call something done. When they're, you know, they've got graphite, but it's like, do they wait until something is fully fleshed out, or like they cover the paper with graphite and it's like, all right, yeah, that's done because I can't do anything more. Like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Hey, Hootie Hoot, how you doing? just shoved Butters off, didn't she? Rooney, you jerk. Ain't for me either, Pylon. I'm with you. She literally went over there and kicked Butters off.
Mm-hmm.
Our dog is a jerk to our other dogs. Yeah. It is incredible. It is just blown to bits. I like the flatter, smoother paper. Gabe likes the textured stuff. Typically he can make it work really well. I like smoother just because I feel like I have more control over it. And I know how it's gonna act. Bruni, stop. Hey, stop. What about you, Gabe?
I'm liking this smoother.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So usually you like rough.
I do, but it definitely adds a different sort of level of control, I guess.
Well, I feel like it doesn't screw with the lines.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna be doing a painting that's pretty like lineless without lines, then maybe the heavily textured will work better.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be doing line work, I really feel like you might want something smoother, because then your lines aren't gonna go everywhere and they're not gonna look as messy. You know, they're gonna be clean. So, you know, I feel like that in the long run will do better for you. And it seems really obvious, but for some reason, like when I did a piece a few years ago, I didn't realize that. And I probably should have, but... I don't know, it seems like a dub, but at the same time it's not. I don't know, that's weird.
Choosing the paper? Picking the...
Yeah, like, knowing why to choose a paper.
Right.
I mean, because once you realize that cold press is textured and hot press isn't, then, you know, you can kind of, I guess, make that decision, but at the same time, I feel like it's still not obvious for some dumb reason. What about you, Serenity? Which do you prefer? It's the first time I've used a different brush than my usual brush. So I'm actually getting used to this. Which this is an interesting curve all on its own. And this is the second time I've used this paper. I think next month for my devoted dandelion patrons, I'm gonna go back to using watercolors.
Really?
Me?
I'm talking to her.
Oh. Yeah, she's hungry now. Night, Pylon. Thanks for coming.
I did.
It's good to see you. You're making some awesome stuff lately, man. That is an ugly, ugly damn color. Get out of here. Sleep well, homie. I feel you, Serenity. I feel you. Are you gonna hook her up?
Yeah.
You hungry, Momo?
Bruni. Bruni. Hey. Hey.
What's she doing?
Trying to go with her face, but she can't.
No, Bruni,
Hey.
come on now.
Hey.
Bruni, don't screw with Chancho. This one might need some gouache help. Certain areas I'm still getting used to. So crazy to watch someone be so in control of this medium and then to just see how out of control it can be in your hands. Like watching that guy's stuff, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, they make it look so easy, and then you know you do it and it's not. It's one of those things. One of the stupidest tricks I've learned though is adding yellow to things makes it in the sunlight, adding blue or purple to things puts it in the shadow. Stupid, but it works. And I mean, obviously, depending on the situation, that can change, but for the most part, it's a really stupid thing. Yeah, see, I really wish I could get a really hot teal for these, but that's like, I'm gonna need gouache, for sure. Bruni, go to Papa.
Bruni.
Don't cry to me. I don't got the food, Papa got the food.
Bruni, chicken.
Go to Papa, Moo.
Bruni.
Meatball. And then sometimes, like, if it's a cooler brown, you don't want to add purple necessarily, but you could add blue, you know. I'm learning a lot. It's okay, Serenity. You don't even need to keep it alive. I mean, sometimes conversation is just, it's quiet. It's okay. We kind of figured this might be a chill stream, so don't worry about trying to keep it alive. Just hang out. Color combinations I can't stand.
Bruni. Come on. Let's go.
Probably just really muddy, icky browns. Honestly.
Come on. Mouse. Sit.
Also just need to get more mold. A lot of my color. coffee box? Really, Glitter? You don't like that? Is there a reason behind it, or you just don't?
Bernie.
God, I can't even. Why it's like not showing up on screen. First of all, this color intensity seems a little bit misleading. I think all my lights are probably blowing it out. Yeah. Bring down the contrast, bring down the. Yeah, I don't like muddy colors, I think. Though I'm okay with like red and purple muddy, I don't think I like brown, yellow, greeny. Brown, yellow, greeny. You guys know what I'm talking about? I guess I could mix it for you, but it'd be gross. I think you know what I mean. It's like a baby diarrhea color, I think. I don't know enough about babies, but it's like that. Also, hi Glitter. Did you get your Guardian? A lot of people still haven't. Somebody got it like the day after I sent it, and I was like, are you kidding me? How in the world? Post office, man. Crazy. I don't know why I'm doing the shadow before I've even done the color of the wood, but whatever. Let's see what happens. Alright, Glitter. No worries, I was just curious. Thanks for the host, Poppy. Gabe will be right back. He's feeding the dogs. As you maybe have heard. What? What happened? I'm guessing. Let's see. You graduated? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what somebody would want me to guess. No, what? What happened? Tell me the things. Did you really? Oh, Glitter, that's fantastic. You weren't posting it, were you? I'm trying to think if I missed it or not. That's great, though. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, man. You get to take the class now. That's exciting. We'll show you how to make it into a real live boy. I mean, book. Real book. Are you proud of it? Yeah, both you, Glitter, and Serenity. So far, you guys are the first I've heard of that finished it. Way to go. Y'all, I'm so proud of you. I guess if nothing else, I hope people learn how to make a buffer. You know? Like a lot of... I've also seen that a lot of up-and-coming artists, like newer artists, take on the Journey June challenge, and I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly. That's always weird. And a lot of overseas people too, it looks like they like to partake in it. I've seen more overseas, I think, than US based, so it seems. So that's interesting. But yeah, I don't know, it's really weird. Also, for anybody that is doing that, don't forget to enter the free pin giveaway on the Instagram account. That ends on Monday. It's the last one of the month. It's hard to believe June's over. Totes is. Take that, 2019. Yeah. That's great, Glitter. I'm so proud of you. You should be so happy. You know? I mean, I'm willing to bet anybody from 2019 that didn't finish theirs never went back to it. So props to you for being basically probably one of the only ones, if not the only one. Well done. Oh man, I'm sitting here noodling at these shingles. I'm sure Gabe will be proud of you too. He's just in the bathroom. He just fed the dogs and now he's going to the bathroom. So now that you're done with that, what's next, Glitter? What do you want to do? You want to make it into a book? What do you want to do with it? Yeah, I'm totally noodling these shingles. Wow. Rooney, what are you eating, honey? What did you steal, Moo? What do you got? Do you want this? You gotta drop that to have this. Oh, just a piece of corn. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Go. Does anybody have any fun things that you're gonna do this weekend? I know you can't do much because of quarantine and blah 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 blah, but... I think technically glitter, yeah. I think that's how that works. Good job. Do you feel good that you finished it? Like, does it feel good to actually finish the project? Because all we care about really with the challenge is that you finish a story. So if you did that, you did all that we asked. Oh, you are going to try making a comic. Awesome. Well, don't stop now. The best advice I can give you that you didn't ask for is that you keep the momentum going, because the minute, you know, you stop working on it and stuff, it's going to be really hard to go back. You're going to lose that nostalgia and whatever. So take a small break from it to, you know, congratulate yourself and all that, but at the same time, go back pretty soon after and you know, finish the actual project, because you finished the story, now finish the comic, you know. Gabe, you coming back?
Huh?
You coming back?
Yes. Point my face.
Oh, thank you. They eat it all?
Yep.
Did Butters eat?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, she likes that chicken way better than the beef one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm glad she does. Yeah, it really is Serenity. I can speak from that experience too. It's just, you really can't wait. It sucks, but that's why some projects take so long, you know? You really gotta finish them. I'm going a little bit too dark almost. Definitely have your moment though, Glitter. You earned it. Going back in right now and adding the shadows the way I wanted to add them, but also trying to make it so it looks like translucence is going through the fabric here. Gonna need a lot more practice with this, but I think I could potentially get the idea across. Gotta work quick though. my whole problem might have just been brushes.
Mm.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Why? What are you using right
One of these.
now? Ah, big.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been lining with it too because that tip.
Yeah.
So I might have just, I mean, just the fact, well, that and the paper, honestly, because the paper's really holding the color in place while I get another color with the brush to, you know, do the thing. So, and, you know, I had drawn this this awning really nice, but now it's starting to get kind of wonk, and I kind of like that. So I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, Bruni. This is usually why my streams are only 3 hours, because Bruni will go mental. And poor Gabe usually has to babysit her. She's definitely very demanding. Do you have her potchkey still? Thanks, Glitter. At the beginning of the stream, we went over an artist that I've been really digging lately, and he does a lot of storefronts, but his are super realistic. So Gabe and I kind of wanted to take our own have our own take on them. So on just storefronts in general. So if you're interested, after the stream's over, you can always go back and watch that. His name is Mateusz Urbanoswitz. I destroyed that, I'm sure. Bruni, why? You gotta go potty? You gotta ring the bell. You know you gotta ring the bell. She's bell trained. She knows how to tell us she has to potty, but she never wants to actually go over and ring the bell, which is silly because to go outside to potty, she needs to go by the bell. So it's like, if you're gonna go potty, you need to go over there anyway. But, you know, dogs and logic and lack thereof. Bruni, go ring the bell.
This is probably more. I'm lonely. Pay attention to me.
Oh, you think it's attention? Can you pet her with your foot? Also, these storefronts aren't very big either. I think we're both doing them at like 5x7 about. Yours is 5x7, right, Gabe?
6x9.
6x9. So around it. Yeah, but she's crying at us, Glitter. She's crying. Bruni, you know what to do. Do you just want hug-ins? Is that a yes? Use your words. You want hug-ins? Do you want kisses? You want kisses? You want a kiss? Butters is here too. Hi, Butters. They're both under my table. here. It's okay. Oh, yeah. It's okay. How are the palms doing? Their fur must be a real burden. Yeah, it definitely can be. Palms are good. Yesterday was Butter's 1 year gotcha day, we call it in the States. Homecoming. Like the year anniversary of adopting her. So, our little old lady. She speaks so growly. She really does. Bruni, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you want kisses? Do you want huggins? Do you want potty? Play? That's how you know. That's how you know what she wants. She wants to play. Like when she actually barks. Some other times she's like, yeah. Do you want this? Yeah. Do you want to play? Yeah. You want to play? See? Do you want a potty though? See, it's not as confident. It's like, you can talk to your dogs. That's a good moobas. Mooba, mooba, mooba. I've got one hand petting the dog. The other one's trying to watercolor. Yeah. Oh. You sound like you're in pain. You want so much loving. Come here. Don't come here. Oh, I'm supposed to go there? Well, I can't right now, honey. Where's your potchkey? She looks around. Where's your potchkey? Moomoo's. Where's the potchkeys? I don't know. Mama, please. I guess I can make these teal. Gabe, I would have made that bottom like totally orange. Like your boba color. Like that, their walls. Because right now it's kind of bleh.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like white and pink. It's just like dirty.
Yeah, but it's boring right now. I feel like if it was punched with some orange.
Sherberness? Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I can still do that.
I just think that would look so much better. Having the top be the dirty portion and having the bottom be like the nice, hey, come here, come look at us. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's the part that people see.
Yeah.
And then the top part where they live is all dingy. So it's like they treat their store better than their own place. Rooney. Honey, you never let us stream. Can we stream, please? Can we stream? Can you go get a toy? Go get your beef stick. You're not in pain. Don't act like you're in pain. You're fine. We just fed you. You went potty not long ago. You just need your potchkey right now. We'll play later. You'll be able to tell when she's had it. She'll jump up on me. When she gets to that point, I don't know what to do. I might have to coax her with the potchkey. This one's too bright. Maybe I will go back over mine with pen. Oh, maybe that'd look nice. Sometimes I try to just do things with some colored pencil, but other times it's like, yeah, I really do love inks. I think I might ink this one. What'd you give her?
I gave her the potchki, but she's laying down now.
Oh. She is mad because of that. Do we remember what our first watercolor illustration was? No. You mean of our lives or professional careers?
I think I still have mine.
You actually know of, like, a first watercolor?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how to answer that.
I mean,
Like
that I actually tried, like, post being a kid, like, as an adult.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't even. I'm trying to think. I honestly don't even remember doing watercolor. I don't remember much, really. How did I outline the roof tiles? They're just with the tip of this brush, actually. And I just outline those. Maybe I should do the rest outline like that. I could do that. That'd probably look better, wouldn't it? Is that what you're gonna get at, Glitter? I should probably do the rest of it like that. That'd probably be smart of me. Smart. Is that Chancho over by the door?
Mm-hmm. Grumpy boy.
You being a grum? Probably doesn't like listening to the gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him. You failed horribly at it? Oh, serenity.
I mean, so did I.
Yeah, I think anybody's first watercolor, you have to fail. If you didn't fail it, something's wrong.
Well, I mean, if you didn't fail it, then you probably have a prior knowledge of how to use paints.
In general?
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like if we tried using
It's the wrong color.
like oil,
Yeah.
we would probably be able to do something
I might be able to do something with oil.
like not awful,
Yeah.
simply because we have the prior knowledge of how to use color and understanding color theory.
Trying to figure out what shadow color I like for this teal, but I honestly think it's just going to end up being a darker blue. Oh yeah, I hear you, Serenity. See, I'm curious, for those of you who are here normally, did you like me starting at 5 today instead of 7? Basically 2 hours earlier? Or do you like the normal time better? I mean, I guess I could start at 5. There's no real reason not to. It's not like I'm doing much on the weekends. No worries, Glitter. Is Chancho doing something?
Can't see him.
Sounds like you might be doing something bad. No, Chancho, you okay? I figured you'd say something like that, Serenity. Well, maybe I'll try it. I'm just so surprised how many overseas people we have for so many things. It seems like when it comes to streaming and just like Instagram and everything, overseas people just are there so much more often than just US people. Gabe, do you feel like that?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's
I mean,
really
I guess
weird.
I do get it. I don't know. Maybe we appeal more to the sensibilities of smart European folk.
Wow. That's giving us way too much credit. I'm just wondering what it is with, like, it seems like Americans aren't really, they don't really care about social media maybe anymore, I don't know. Maybe the art side of it, I think. I actually really do not know what it could be. I mean, granted, Glitter's here, Glitter's US, but for the most part, like even Journey June, it's all mainly overseas folks. I got nothing. Maybe. I mean, I think it goes for Gabe too. Like, that's what's weird. Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that. It's strange. Oh, Amy's here. That's right, Amy's still here. You better be, Amy. You're so close to the end, homie. And she's drinking boba. Oh,
you jerk.
Man.
You
Gabe, maybe we
big
should get
jerk.
that stuff from that new place.
Hmm?
The new place we found?
What?
Yeah. They had boba, right?
No.
No?
Yeah, I mean, they just had smooth.
Oh. Well, maybe that other place? Do you think they're open again?
I think so.
The good place, not the bad place. Wow. Just like that, huh? Nasty. I hate these walls sometimes. Try to scrub them out. I think it is. Yeah, Boba's the official name, right?
Yeah. Oh no, there's already a hole in these damn pants. Are you kidding me?
What did you do?
No, I didn't do anything. I think they were just a defect.
Wait, is it in the crotch?
No, it's in the leg. It's like by the knee. That's alright. It just jams.
Did you do it outside?
No, I think it's just like a bad seam job.
Oh man. I mean, let's be honest though, weren't they kind of cheap?
Yeah, I mean they're just Hanes.
I Thanks for nothing, Haynes. Bruni, you nasty. No, boba, like, you can call it boba. Like, I want to go get some boba. I think it's just like the shorthand of bubble tea. Because here, people say bubble tea and boba.
I think boba might be the Korean name of it.
That might be too. But yeah, the bubbles, they usually call them bubbles.
I guess we could ask Amy.
Well, Amy just said
Oh.
Washington State, they call it bubble tea. I think boba might also just be the loving term of it.
Yo, there's that. Amy probably knows. There's that. There's a boba place around the corner from the Kinokuniya in Chinatown.
We tried to, Serenity.
Remember we went to that place? And they had, maybe I didn't.
The only Chinatown I'm thinking of
In
is,
Seattle.
No, the one I'm thinking of is in Indianapolis.
You don't remember though? We went to that little dumpling house in Seattle, and the dumplings were okay.
Who did we go with?
I think Noel was there, but that's where we also got those giant buns that we took on the.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it was so-so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Seattle.
But there's one where they've got like board games and stuff, and kind of cool.
Oh, that boba place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just full of like Asian teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place was cool.
Mm-hmm.
They had good boba.
The only good boba is Boba Fett.
Hi, Shaladron. Gabe, I'm so glad you changed it to yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a good call on my part?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I do like actually inking this in the color. So our dog likes to speak hell speak. I don't know about your dog.
I think you should make one or two of those tiles like darker blue.
Dude, I'm telling you, that camera sucks.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I mean, like.
I know, I still have to, like,
Yeah.
vary them a bit.
I got you.
Yeah. It's just I don't know which ones to do darker. The ones towards the top or the ones on the bottom.
Well, probably one on top. I mean, like up, like the second one up on the top. Though that might be a little too on the nose.
Oh, there is one that is darker. I thought you meant like the lighting wise.
Oh no, I mean like it's not
Varied enough.
Yeah, like it's like if you added brown to it,
Yeah.
so that it, like the batch that they made that tile in was a little darker than the rest of them.
Well, look at the middle one. That was an unfortunate, but
Yeah.
I mean it's there.
Yeah.
And there's one that actually got bled into that doesn't look very good, but it's going with what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Serenity. Ashley made a good call. It does make it pop more.
It's really like kitschy cute,
Mm-hmm.
like which boba is, it's cute. It's kind of touristy. I like to think. The way you had it before, it just seemed like dead. It's like I wouldn't want to go to that boba
Mhm.
place. now it's like kind of it's just more anime now. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, I think people just like affectionately call it boba because the pearls are kind of what make it what it is. So, thanks for looking that up though, Amy. But yeah, every time I've known it, it's just been kind of just slang, I guess, for it. You ever actually made the bubbles? It's gross. Like, they look so gross. They're in like this slime. After you've boiled them, they turn into this syrupy slime and it just looks disgusting. It's fun though, I guess. But it's also just gross. But it's tasty, but it's gross. I feel like I'm one of the only people in the world too that gets kind of nauseous eating the pearls. Like I like bubbles more. I think the bubbles are actually the ones that are like little juice packets, where the boba is the tapioca pearls. Pretty sure. Because there's the tapioca pearls that are like gummy, and then there are the bubbles that are like little juice pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Those I like. Those are really good. I like having the mango ones in a green tea. Oh, it's so good. I think that's why I get it at the good place that we've got here. I remember getting that at least.
Yeah, it's weird, Amy. Like sometimes when I'm doing watercolor, it feels like I'm doing marker, unless I get some really crazy like color mixtures somewhere.
And I feel like if I overlaid a warm tone on this, it would look more done. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like it's not quite there.
Mm-hmm.
But it won't be, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't choke, did she?
No.
I don't usually ink with the watercolors, but I'm trying it right now. It's kind of nice. I think I need a smaller, like a, oh,
Rooney.
she do it again?
She's just doing her thing.
Ew.
You alright? You okay?
She gets too excited about certain toys, and then she'll get, like, she'll obsess and lick it and lick it and lick it and then throw up. And then go back to eating it. It's one of those dogs.
I'm like fighting really hard not to throw in clouds.
Why not? Just throw them in.
I don't want to.
Why?
I want it to be just white stand still background.
Why?
I don't know. I just want it that way.
Weird. Alright.
I want it that way.
Almost there. Almost.
Tell me why.
Are you selling yours? Or are you gonna sell yours?
To the highest bidder.
No, don't say that. He doesn't mean that.
He doesn't mean that.
Don't listen
Bid
to him.
starts at 1 cent.
Gabe.
There is a reserve of $3,000 million.
It's better.
I always hated reserve things on eBay.
I didn't bid on anything that was important enough to have a reserve.
Oh no! Well, oh really? Well, I was gonna say like sometimes.
I mean, little cheesers, man. It's
Right.
you know.
Well, sometimes that's like I want to get the cell phone, right?
You bought a cell phone off of eBay?
Yeah, because there were
God.
2 cell phones that nobody carried in the States that I really wanted to get. But they would like
brave.
Huh?
You're brave. I would have never done
Oh, but you know, I would get it from somebody who had like 1,000 plus.
that. No, I'm just saying,
options.
like, I wouldn't even know what would work and what wouldn't.
Oh well, you do the research on
Yeah, I didn't know how to do
that. Because it would say like region free, unlocked, shit like that.
that.
But but yeah, sometimes they would have like the what's it called, the
Reserve?
yeah, but it the bidding would be like, I don't know, like it's at like $30 or something. It's like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna get in on this. But then it says reserve has not been met, and then I think you would have to go into the listing to look, and the reserve would be like $300. I'm like, nope, sorry, boo,
Pass. Cancelled.
canceled.
Oh man, I bought these liner brushes that I have not used yet. They're like for models, and I have no idea what to do with them, and I haven't had time to play with them yet, but they're called pinstripe brushes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're for things that are much bigger than what I work with.
Amy,
Where are they? They're there.
Amy, you got like, are they synthetic brushes? Because I'll tell you, like, if you get synthetic brushes, the tip is really hard to, like, it's hard to get a really thin point on those.
Okay, these look crazy, right? But if you get them in water, like these are the ones that you see people using online that like they use their other hand to steady it, and they're doing like a line.
A lot of people use those for detailing on cars.
I know, but I wanted to see what I could do with it. So like, this is a random piece of paper. Hey, Rakovich, hi, welcome. Clover Kid, yo.
Tad.
Tad's here. What up, Tad? Okay, so I think, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that is, damn. That's nice. Bruni, chill out.
Jesus. Figure it out.
Sounds like a car that's just trying.
Idling.
Yeah. This would be much better, I think, with ink. So, yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing this, I think, with watercolor. But it's a very nice liner brush. It's got this cool little divot here for your fingers, so you can, see if I got some ink. I'm so curious right now. It's good for leaves? Really? Oh, Bruni.
Oh, they're half and halvesies? Okay. I guess a 4 and a 6 would probably be kind of hard to get a thin line out of, anyways, unless you're like super steady on the hand. I think I've got a 4. I think this is a 4. This might be a 6. Oh, this is an 8. Yeah, I don't think I can really. This is an 8 synthetic. Yeah, I don't think I can get really.
That's a good liner brush.
I need to get a real 8.
Bruni, you gotta poop? Bruni, you gotta go? Damn, this is nice for some texture, though. Shit, man. I would love to do hay with this. But it'd have to be on a bigger piece. I dig it. So yeah, the other day, I just went online and I bought a bunch of random brushes. So these pinstripe ones aren't for watercolor or anything like that. They're for typically models and things. High performance striping brush. There's one over here that's insane. And this one's also insane, but yeah, this one was. I like this one because it's a little chunky butt. Got a little butt here. I like that. Bam. Yeah. Back to where we go. What?
No.
What?
No, just a tweet I saw.
Oh. We're okay, Tad. How you been? I saw you're like the only guy doing the Junicorn thing. I thought that was cute. What day do you have, Tad? Are you today? Is yours today?
Ahora. Ahora es el día. Oh, what's up? What's up? Wow.
Someday she's just gonna start saying words.
Get off of my butt, you idiot!
This girl crazy.
Do you not want pets?
And you only have time for a sketch, oh no.
You don't want pets?
You got a potty? Raise your hand if you got a potty. Bruni, you can't dictate my stream schedule. I won't let you. I won't. Weak. Weak, Bruni.
Alright.
Ooh, no. Too loud. You're gonna scare off our people. Bruni, hit the bell. You gotta go potty, hit the bell.
And remember to hit the bell and hit the subscribe button.
You don't have to subscribe. It's whatever. I mean,
That'd be a really good,
like if Bruni could hit the bell if somebody subbed.
well, no, like, if we, like, once we start doing more YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
if we, if we are doing, like, the talking, and like, hey, guys, remember to,
Hit that subscribe button.
hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, and then it just cuts to Bruni going,
Like a really
hard.
awkward cut to the
Yeah.
dog just standing there and then ringing the bell. Like this little wait time. Sketch is better than nothing.
I'm
I think
done,
I'm
I
looking.
think.
You're done with yours?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just noodling mine. And I know it. Yeah, I don't know. I might try streaming at 5 now. I kind of like it. Because now I have like the whole night still. It's like 8:30. I don't know. It's kind of nice. So usually when I get it done, it's like 11. It's like, I think I'm honestly procrastinating by doing this, so I'm gonna do it a little longer. Let me go back to my other brush. No, it's not a challenge. It's just we felt like doing a dual stream because we hadn't for quite a long time. And usually our dual streams are like commission based, but I had gotten in this storefront kick because last week I'd done this one on stream, which I'm getting a lot better at saturation already. I'm kind of proud of that. But I wanted to do a fantasy storefront, and then I started looking at other people's storefronts they did after I'd done that, and I was like, I want to see how other people handle it. And I found this amazing guy named Mateus. I'm gonna butcher the rest of it. Urbanowicz. He says it on every one of his damn videos, and I never get it. But he did a whole series of Tokyo storefronts, and you can basically find them all online. But his watercolors are godly, like god level, like it's nuts. The way he does everything, it's just like this one was actually the inspiration for doing this area here, because I wanted that translucence of the the awning to kind of bleed into the shadow on the building, which he did, like, oh my god, this stuff is nuts. It drives me crazy. It's so good. The shadow work and everything, it's just really nice. Like, so good. So I bought 2 of his books. His grime is even really good. But he does his shadows and everything in a really interesting way. And I've been binging him like crazy. He's on YouTube. I became a patron. Hey, go over there. Go to Papa. His Papa. Yeah, like his Rust. Like, this is nuts. And it's just watercolor. And then he had a Tokyo at Night book that I got. And it's just amazing. Like his, let me find the one. This puddle blew my mind. Oh god, it's so good. Like, so good, you guys. Like, this puddle's nuts. And strokes, I love seeing all his simple strokes and just the hints of things. But anyway, he's really good. And this is one of those things where I like to talk to people about it because his style is so far from mine. Like, crazy, right? But there are still things, regardless of style, that you can look at and take from it. Just how somebody handles water, lighting, you know, textures. Like, even this banner here, like that corner of the banner being pulled. He's so good at texture and stuff. But anyway, this is what he looks like. So if you ever look for his YouTube, that's what he looks like. He's a cutie. He's a Polish man living in Tokyo. But anyway, so after I found that spiraled me into a deeper storefront hole. So now I'm doing all these storefronts, and it's great. It's very happy. But yeah, so I was like, hey Gabe, we haven't dual streamed in a while. I'd like to see you watercolor again, because Gabe hasn't gotten a chance to watercolor in a while, so I wanted an excuse to get him to watercolor. Because he's so damn good at it. And so he agreed, and here we are. So this whole stream was basically, he inked and watercolored his, and I just finished drawing mine and started watercoloring it, like, at 5. And now it's 8:30, and like I said, I've just been noodling this. There are a couple things I could probably do to just put a cork in it, but I'm having too much fun. So, Tad, are you or Heather streaming tonight? I can raid you with your permission. Only consensual raiding. Oh, thanks, Tad. Yeah, the night scenes, right? So that's, oh man. Amy, you like us both streaming at the same time? I like it too, and I really wish we could more often. It's just, I feel bad because if Gabe's on mine, he's not getting any on his, you know, and vice versa. So I don't know. I wish there was like a better way to do it, because we used to stream together all the time, like 3 years ago, and it's just, it's hard. So I don't know. I guess if Gabe doesn't care anymore at some point about his channel, maybe he'll come over here, but I don't know. I thought about having an account that's for both of us, and I don't know about that. How would that work? Then does that become its own brand? Like, every time I think about doing something with it, it gets muddy in my brain, and then I can't do anything with it. So I don't know, but I do like streaming with him, and I think he likes streaming with me. I don't know. I like him, but I don't know if he likes me. Oh, that's perfect, Tad. Those streams are the most fun, in my opinion. Are the ones where it's like, alright, this is going to suck, guaranteed, you get to watch it. Hooray! I think those are fun. So let me know when you do that, because I want to watch it, because that's funny. And that's fun. I like streamers that have that sort of I'm not a god mentality. I'm streaming because it might be something funny, you know, that occurs, that, you know, something screws up. Like, I remember there was one of our first streams ever. We got hosted by Adobe when they were still doing their stream thing, and we were like, oh my god, like, we got pretty spoiled pretty quickly on Twitch, and so they did that, and we were flipping out, right? And we had all these people watching, and during the stream, a spider, like, dropped down onto my my piece, because we were living in a basement in the time, and it had a lot of bugs. And it was just really funny because it turned into this whole thing. We named it Spider Crisis, like 2017 or something. 2016? Maybe it was 2016. Either way, like, that's the kind of stuff I think, you know, is why you stream, is to see funny things like that. And I think the more you can make fun of yourself and laugh at yourself on stream, the better. And I think that's what people like, you know, because that means you're pretty down to earth, you're not, you know, egotistical, all that kind of shit. That's, I think, what people like. Them's my 2 cents. Oh, Bruni's making Amy's dogs go crazy.
What?
Apparently. We thought about a separate stream team channel, but it's like, you know, then we gotta build up our fan base all over again, you know, because I've got like maybe 1,500 people on here and they all get notified. And I mean, if we go live on that channel, and even if this channel hosts that channel, it's not gonna carry over. Like, it's complicated. It's stupid how complicated it is. I don't like complications. Also, you guys want to see a good documentary? There's a Miyazaki documentary that's like 10 years with Miyazaki. It's amazing. It's blowing my mind, and it's actually making me feel good about a lot of who I am. It makes me feel less terrible about it, because I'm kind of a cranky person normally. And I mean, they kind of talk about, you know, that he's also cranky and the reasons he's cranky. And I'm like, oh my god, I understand. So I'm not irregular, you know. I you know, there are others like that that are also creative. So there's a lot of nice justification in that in that documentary. So if you're looking for something that's kind of inspiring, they also follow some of the production of Ponyo, so that's nice. A lot of behind the scenes stuff, what inspired him for that one. Because honestly, I'm not a big fan of, like, Spirited Away. It's not my favorite Miyazaki by a long shot. I actually think it has a lot of, it's got a lot of things in it I don't like. And I know it's the most popular. I know it's like everybody's first go-to. That or Mononoke, which I like Mononoke better. But Spirited Away for me is just, it's kind of an annoying watch. I can't really handle it. And it's just, it's way too decorative. Like, there's so much going on. I appreciate, you know, a lot of simplicity. Night Wade, thanks for coming. Oh, good, Tad. He is very mean to his son, but Gabe and I understand it too. Like, we were just talking about it last night. We're like, see, this is why we can't have kids, because we would end up being like he is to his kid. And he's like, yep, yeah, we can't have kids. I was like, I know. I know, we can't. I mean, I just feel like some creatives, their work is their baby, you know? And it's hard to explain that to some people who don't understand that, you know? Because everybody's like, oh, everybody can have kids. It's like, not everybody's meant for kids. I can almost guarantee you I would be a very bad parent. Like, there are times I'd probably shine, but not enough to merit having kids, let me tell you. So, at least I feel smart that I can kind of admit that ahead of time. So I feel like too many people get a whim of, oh yeah, I want to be a parent, and then they have the kid and they're like, oh wait, maybe I should have thought about this. And, you know, I think it should be like getting the biggest tattoo of your life. You want to think about it for, you know, maybe a little over a year or something, you know?
Butters.
But I get him. Like, I think he's one of the first creatives I understand, because I get why they get irritated and they get mad, because if you're in your head a lot and people are talking to you and trying to, like, take your time and you're not here. You know, you're not here. You're in here. And if people are interrupting you, and you, by nature, have a problem with people interrupting you, which I do. It's one of my petty, angry things. Like, if somebody interrupts me, I kind of death glare them. But, like, I get it. You're being... And it's not, you know, the person on the outside's fault. They don't know you're absorbed in your brain. And it's selfish. It's absolutely selfish, but it's something just, that's how we're wired. Like, I get it. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, good. Because every time I see other creatives, they've got families and stuff, I'm like, man, that's not for me. You know, and just knowing that he kind of couldn't handle it, and he's as, you know, good as he is, it honestly made me feel a little better. I watched that movie, and I didn't like it until Javier Bardem came in, and then I liked it a little bit more. It was still a weird movie, though. Yeah, so Serenity, do you think, knowing that heavy question, do you think you'd be a good parent? Like, I'm gonna guess that Japanese culture probably played into Miyazaki's situation and stuff too. Things we probably don't know about and all that kind of stuff. There's probably extenuating circumstances to his, but just based on what we know, you know, that he's a workaholic, and that just happens with workaholics, you know, and they have kids, and the kids hate him for being a workaholic. That's how it is, I guess, you know. It's like, do the workaholics, are they not supposed to have kids then? Or do they have to sacrifice their passion to have kids? Like, what's the right answer there? I guess is a more fair question. I didn't want it that red. I can't even commit to a tattoo, so... I've grown to dislike tattoos, personally. But that's just me. That's just me. There are like certain instances I like kids, but most of the time I don't, and it's not enough to actually merit having one ever. Like, I'll maybe like them for 10 minutes, and then I'm like, no. I like the idea of kids, and I like doing stories with kids, like badass kids, and, you know, kids that are ahead of their time and really neat. I don't like real kids. I mean, I guess I've met maybe one or two that are cool, but I don't know. I'm gonna guess, Tad, with that way of thinking, he was lamenting that he didn't spend time with his son, but he was also jealous because a lot of the time, while we were watching it, he seemed to keep going back to that Goro was stealing a lot of his. Hey, Game Zone. Thanks for the follow. He was going he was saying that Goro was taking a lot from him. You know, not only an experience with him, but like his shots. So I feel like he was angry about the situation, you know, with not being their father, but he was also proud that his son was doing it, but also jealous that he was doing it, and he's younger, and he probably knew what he wanted to do ahead of time, where it took Miyazaki a bit, and then also that Miyazaki, you know, was saying he was stealing some of his predetermined stuff.
He needs to grow up.
That's what Miyazaki had said, yeah, that Goro was still a kid to him, that he needed to grow up more. And that was just during Tales from Earthsea, and he's done other stuff since then.
Did he do that Cat in the Hat movie?
Miyazaki or Goro?
Goro.
Goro did another one that was one of those...
Cat Returns?
It was one of those things, I think, if I remember right. Because not all Studio Ghibli is, you know, Miyazaki. And usually you can tell the stories aren't as tight. However, I was surprised to learn that Arrietty wasn't a Miyazaki. It was actually just a Ghibli. Yeah, he did Up on Poppy Hill. Which, that one was cute. It was cute. But it very wasn't, you know, his dad's work. I think I might just line the rest of this with pencil. Or ink. I haven't decided yet. I just feel like ink would be way too harsh right now. But I think I'm gonna go, since we've been doing this and Gabe's done, so his stuff just sitting on the screen's kind of blah. Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to talk about real quick? This was fun. This was a nice, quick break on a Saturday. I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna try streaming earlier. Instead of 7 p.m. on Saturdays, maybe we should try 5 p.m. I'm not married to any one of these times anymore. I used to be, but now it's just whatever feels cool. Let's just go for it. Yeah, Amy, yeah, I'm with you. It's hard, Tad, right? Like, you'd want to probably pick Gabe's brain. I've honestly just been, like, reverse engineering everything I like that I see watercolor-wise. It's like, well, how'd they do this? Oh, it looks like this method, and then I go research that method. So I have, like, the past month or so, every time I'm doing, like, the treadmill or anything where I can't really work, I've just been absorbing stuff. So when I can't do it myself, I've been watching other people do it, which is helping me stay in that mindset, you know, when I'm not doing it myself. What the hell color did I just pick up? Why? This one. So for anybody that had came in late, this turned into like a bird owner pub. This is the owner, we've decided. So everything had this little almost Twitter-like icon there. So I don't know, I'm into it, but there's a lot still that needs to be done. This is probably maybe 75% done. I don't know. I kind of want to do a few other things to it, but for the most part, I'd say it's done. But yeah, I think all next month I'll just be doing watercolor, because I've just been trying to tell myself that it really kind of suits what I do, like the whole fantasy thing. It makes sense for it. So I should give it more time a day. Because, yeah, my marker stuff works out fine, but I don't know. I've always been in love with the effect of watercolor and how raw and just kind of dirty it can be, and I like that. So, I don't know. I think I finally want to, like, dig my heels into it hardcore and just keep studying more. Because there's a look I want to achieve, and I'm kind of getting there, but like I said, I need way more practice. Especially the fact that I started off with this really weak with color in general. So not only am I learning how to do watercolor again, but I'm learning color theory and all that shit. But yeah, I'm pleased with this area. And kind of the log at the top, but some stuff still needs some fleshing out. I also want to get good at masking fluid, because I think that would have really helped me here, but it wasn't that hard going around it either. I think it just saves time. But anyway, Gabe's was just, I told you, like, it takes him longer to ink than to actually color it, I feel. And then he was just done with it. So, my one pink shingle. Thank you! That was a very cognizant choice, and I'm proud of that shingle too. They need to be rendered too, and all this stuff, so I don't know. I'm happy about it. But Tad, yeah, feel free to pick our brains anytime. We love you. I look forward to seeing your unicorn. Yeah? So the next stream will be next Saturday at 5 p.m. Central. We'll try 2 hours earlier, see how it goes for a regular stream. Gabe streams Tuesdays on his channel. That's that Galvasaur name at the bottom left. He streams Tuesdays at, do you want to do 7 p.m. or you want to try 5? Yeah, try 5. I mean, we've been doing 7 a while. So he's going to try Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central. Alright? Thank you guys so much for coming. It was really fun to do this. Thank you for allowing me a safe space to do this. A fun safe space. But yeah, we'll see you next time, right?